Sunday, the Hill 10th annual Masters Championship tournament.
Thank you, Joe. Oh, boy. Hello, bowling fans in the bowling community. We're here for the stepladder top 8 finals of the Masters Staten Island USBC Masters Championship. As my colleague Joe B pointed out, this is the 10th annual, and we have a very interesting field, Joe, of 8 finalists. 7 that were earned in the qualifying rounds here, and Gary Ritchie, the 2017 champion, who got the automatic bid into the final.
Not so much many of the top guys here, many of the top guys list.
Yes.
It's definitely a condition most bowlers are not accustomed.
That's right.
A little bit more low scoring and already on the shot lead.
Yep.
So with that, you want to spare making accuracy and staying out of trouble. Many of the bowlers in the field basically bowl on anything, but what we fail to realize is not only can we score, we need to do more.
That's very true, Joe. Put as you said, the premium and the emphasis on spare shooting, leaving yourself makeable spares, staying away from the big, staying away from the washouts, the splits. Keep the ball in play.
Yeah, there's an invisible defense out there.
Yes.
That no one can see.
That's right.
It's on the lane.
It's on the lane.
The oil pattern.
It's cold condition.
So many stand in the back. Maybe some people not, in the know could say, why does he keep missing so far right? And it could be the simple thing that he keeps missing 2 boards right.
Right.
Well, why does he keep going left?
Right.
It could be he keeps missing 2 boards left.
Right.
So, if you look at the 39 boards across, this shot probably demands a 3-board area,
Without a doubt, at least.
And if you miss it, you're going to pay.
You're going to pay the ultimate price, but you have to hope to maybe get a little fortunate, break up a potential washout or split.
Let's go through the field.
Let's do it.
I can't even see. I need glasses, Joe.
Yeah, well,
I'm getting to that point in my life.
Well, I gave that to you, Joe, because I unfortunately left my glasses home once again for about the 18th week in a row.
Let's go with the 8 seed in front of us on 41 and 42 is going to be Mike Marchese.
Senior.
Right. He's going to be taking on the 1 seed, Kevin Rourke.
Kevin Rourke, that's right. One of the best golfers on Staten Island, too.
He's one of those guys that's
he's
good
an
at anything.
He's an all-around athlete. Yep.
The next pair over is going to be the 4 seed John Drabzik.
That's right.
Versus Gary Ritchie Jr., the 5.
The defending champion is Gary Ritchie.
Correct.
So John has his hands full in the first match.
And the pair to the right of that is probably our top match.
There you
Number
go.
2, Danny D.
Yep.
Danny Dunleavy versus Timmy McAuliffe Jr. 2 of the, top
two
guys,
of the premier guys. That's right. 2 premier bowlers out here.
And all the way against the wall, as we like to call it.
Yep.
In Rabs Country Lanes is Mickey Andrews, which is the 3. Do I see that right, Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, Mickey Andrews is the 3 versus Marco Recchia, who is the only lefty in the field.
Yeah, that's right. Marco has the left side to himself. Our friend Marco, the pizza maker, the tall lefty, who's happy he decided to bowl at the last minute. He wasn't going to bowl, but he did, and he wound up qualifying, being one of the finalists, top 7.
A few of these guests were this week in the Draft League interviews.
I believe so. We have a couple of guys here that we're yet to interview on our Monday night show prior to Draft League. We have to get Mr. Marchese in there. We had Gary Ritchie last year. Just about everybody else we've had, although we got to get Timmy McAuliffe. We're going to try to get Timmy with his dad, Tim Sr., and his brother Sean. And we're going to have to work on Kevin Rourke because Kevin said he will never make an appearance on the Monday night show.
Yeah, Kevin Rourke is like Steve Carlton.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to deal with the media.
Yeah, doesn't.
And,
yeah.
This
wants.
Yeah. You can't take away from his career. That's for sure.
That's for
and
sure.
You couldn't take away from Steve Carlton.
No.
Either.
No.
But Kevin refuses to speak to the media.
He won't do it. He's all business. He laces him up and he goes about his business.
So today we're going to be looking for not much of a swing, Joe. You're gonna
No,
be looking
we're going to be playing direct.
anywhere from 10 to 5.
Yeah.
Small swing, not
Yeah.
give away the pocket much, which
Yeah.
means not going to send it right and wait for it to come back. It's going to be more direct.
That's right. That's right. Now we're about to start the qualifiers. Kevin Rourke is on 41. Little swing. And Kevin swung the ball very slightly, but he was able to get it back, trip the 10 pin out. Good shot, Kevin.
Yeah, the thing about the thing about Rourke that will be tough is his accuracy. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's not a guy that's going to bring in 10 balls.
Yeah, that's
He's gonna
right.
Figure out a way with the one ball.
Kevin shows up with one ball. And Mike Marchese with the forward roll, end over end guy that I can relate to. Being a forward roll guy with about a rev and a half or less, a left to 10 pin. And
here's the frustrating part about a tough condition is that when you throw a ball like Mike just did,
yeah,
and you get the result you wanted, which is in the 1-3,
right,
and leave the 10 pin,
and he just
you
flagged
wind up walking away with an open.
Yeah, like
so.
Mike just did, unfortunately. Mike, I've bowled with Mike many years. He's a very good spare shooter, but unfortunately, he just flagged that one. And Gary Ricci opened up with a strike on lane 43.
I think Gary Ricci might be inspired by the Robinson Cano trade.
I believe he is. He did say no hot stove talk today, though. We were going to focus on bowling.
Oh, okay.
Johnny D going Jersey, crossing over.
Johnny loves the new Goethals Bridge, Joe.
He does. He just went Jersey.
Just chose it right there.
He did. He may go to the outer bridge on this shot. You never know. Timmy McAuliffe, I don't think I've ever seen Timmy leave a head pin spare. He just converted the 1-3-9. Timmy McAuliffe, I can't believe he left it, but hey, being the true good bowler that he is, he converted the spare with no problem. And Mickey Endress just opened on 48. He missed the 7 pin, I believe.
Yeah, I was talking to Mickey earlier. He's disappointed in his spare shooting, but luckily he said he struck more than others in qualifying, whereas everyone else was not.
Was not striking.
And making their spares, he did it opposite.
Yep.
So he's not happy about that.
Well, Mickey can strike with the best of them, though. When he gets going, he can tear off 7-8 in a row. He may need it now because that open's not going to help. And he just went and just made a bad shot there, unfortunately. Mickey just left the 3, 4, 6, 7
Very
on
nice
47.
work, Joe.
Yeah, thank you. I might not know much, but I know my bowling leaves. Danny just converted the 3-6 on 46. So he and Timmy are tied with a spare apiece. Mickey's going for his conversion, and he made it. Nice shot, Mickey. He converted that very difficult split.
So
3, 4, 6, 7.
After 2 frames, Mickey has to be happy with one open. You could reverse it and say he's in the same spot as he should have been.
That's right.
Time to move on.
That's right. He's got to let that 1 pin miss go, which I'm sure he will. Kevin Rourke going for the 9 pin. Right in the middle of the pin. No surprise.
I didn't see Danny yet, so let's take a look at 45. What is Danny doing? Let's see.
Danny may be throwing urethane. I'm not sure. That might have been a urethane ball. I got to get a better look at it. He just left a washout, though.
I'm going to say was.
Yeah.
He's trying to maybe almost point it. He might even have to. But,
yep, I know.
He qualified with it. He's feeling good about it.
Yeah.
And he's going to stick with it.
Gary Ricci just converted the 10 pin on 44. And Danny converted the washout. Nice shot, Daniel. Very nice. Converted the 1-2-4-10.
So nobody has doubled up.
No. Strikes are going to be, I think, at a premium today. They're not going to come easily. And Kevin Rourke going for all those bowling fans that when you want to say right at the spare, Kevin just threw a ball pin straight right at the 245 and converted it. No bend on the ball at all. Gary Ricci strike on 43.
Good shot from Gary.
Yep, very good. He flushed the pocket.
Good shot from Timmy. Timmy's probably covering more boards than anybody.
I would think so.
I'm looking at Mickey. I'm not behind him right now, but I'll say him also.
Yeah, Mickey is definitely crossing boards. He left the 3-6-10 on 48. Mickey's fishing a little bit right now. He's struggling, but he's got to stay within himself and convert those spares. Johnny D. Oh, that's a tough one right there. John just left a 2-4-10 for John Drapsick on 44.
Although Johnny D left that, I gotta say that his game might not be too bad here today. I
No,
mean,
might not be.
you know,
Yeah, might not be. He's going to need the lanes to break down, I think, a little bit. Timmy McAuliffe doubles just tripped the 4-pin on 45.
I believe that the pattern today, which Danny told me, was the USBC Masters pattern, which
Yes.
is, I think, 40 feet, which is the same length as a house shot. However, more volume and lower ratio.
Right.
You know, board to board, gutter to gutter. So.
That's right, much more volume. John Drapchick, good effort at the 2-4-10. He
So
just missed it.
There will be back end. It's just
There will be.
Where will you be?
Where, right.
When you're exiting the oil.
Yep. And Mike Marchese just went through the nose, broke up the 7-10, but left the 10-pin.
So Danny made a complete switch.
Yep.
Unless I missed his first shot on the right lane. Danny went from 5 to 20.
Yeah, I don't believe that was the urethane ball. I think I see it on the rack there. I'll get confirmation on that. Yeah, I think Danny did make a ball change there. I believe he did. Mike Marchese going for his 10-pin. And unfortunately, he missed that. He missed one going away, and this one he just missed. It fell off into the channel about 4 feet before the pin.
Yeah, Danny's in now.
Yep. Danny,
right, so,
yep, big move by Danny.
All right, so Mike Marchese, by the way, in this environment, a couple opens, it's still really not out.
No,
like
not at all.
You're probably not going to see your opponent reel off 5 in a row and run away from you.
No.
So it's still a match, you know?
But if anybody can, it could be Kevin. Kevin just broke up a potential washout there. He had the 2-4-10 looking at him, and the 2-4 fell, and he's left with a 10-pin.
Timmy's looking to triple up.
Yes, he is. Timmy is also very much left of center, Joe. Oh, he paid for that one. Double pinochle, 4-6, 7-10 to Timmy. Give Kevin the 10-pin conversion on 42. And the 10-pin just came through the gate. So we're going to need one of the pin chasers, as they used to say back in the day. The old pin chaser to go down and get the pin out of the gutter. Marco Recchia is up on lane 47. I have to tell you, Joe, we haven't given Marco too much play right now. He's going... Marco is actually clean through 5 frames. He has 9 spare, 9 spare, double, and 9 spare again. Marco is bowling very well right now. Again, being the only lefty, he may have an advantage here, Joe.
That is always a possibility.
Yeah, Mickey just missed the pocket. He left a 1-2-4.
Yeah, it looks like Mickey from here stayed with the same ball, but tried to maybe go up the back of it. He looked like he moved right with it. Right now, he's definitely searching.
Yeah, he's fishing right now. He threw a 6 count, 1, 2, 4, 7. Timmy McAuliffe just crossed over, left a 5-pin. Kevin Rourke strike on 41. Kevin he's up by
clean.
30. Yeah, he's
Staying
clean. He's up by 30 on Mike right now.
Look, we're starting to see why Gary won this tournament last year.
Nice shot by Gary. Yep.
Definitely feels comfortable out there.
Gary has got 3 in a row now. He threw 3 in a row at John Drapchick, who is going to have to get on his horse. And unfortunately, Mike Marchese on 42 in the pocket again, but another 10-pin. Timmy McAuliffe giving him the spare on 45. Timmy and Danny have a very close match going on here. Mickey converted his spare. Mike Marchese giving him the 10-pin conversion on 42. And Mike is still searching for that first strike. He's been around the pocket, though. Oh, Danny Dunleavy wash out on 46.
You know, Joe, when I'm watching this, I'm really glad we're back here.
Yeah, this is why we're sitting on the high chairs back here.
I'm starting to realize that I made the right choice being in this chair. This is like torture right now.
I think, Joe,
this is for the bowling purist.
Yeah, exactly. I think the bowling community should be happy that our contributions right now are better off said on the air and not on the lanes. But hopefully we'll get back to our whatever our potential might be one of these days. But
Johnny went over the Bayonne Bridge there?
Johnny went over the Bayonne Bridge there. Yep. He's lucky it's open today. It is Sunday.
They always close that
Yes, and he's lucky it's open. It is Sunday, so Mike Marchese just, thank you, Frank. We just got handed the pattern by Mr. Frank Wilkinson himself, the proprietor.
That was right, 40 foot.
Yep. 40 foot with a reverse brush drop of 37. Oil per board is 35. What does that say, Joe? Again, I don't have my glasses. Oil per board, 35. UL, is that a UL? I believe it is, yep. I apologize, bowling fans, for leaving my spectacles home once again. So Joe's going to have to be the eyes when we're reading off the paper here.
Gary leaves the 10, came up high, he's fine.
Kevin Rourke a little tight. Kevin crossed over there. He got the ball in a little early, but he crossed, and Kevin also went over the bridge and went to Jersey and struck.
Basically what we're referring to. If you miss left the crosses, you go far too far to the right.
Yep.
And doesn't make it back.
Timmy McAuliffe, great shot on 46. Light. Oh, Gary just flagged the 10 pin.
Gary should have got that pin out of there.
Yeah, he should have. That pin. Yeah, that pin in the gutter. He shouldn't have done that. Yep. Left he left the 6 pin from a previous shot laying in the gutter. Don't know if that might have had a little hand in him missing the 10 pin. Sometimes it's in your line of vision. And then again, we've all missed many a 10 pin in our careers. Lord knows we've left plenty of them. Kevin Rourke on 41 right now with a pretty comfortable lead. And Kevin just left a 3 pin on 41. He came up a hair high, left a 3 pin. He actually had the baby split, but he broke the 10 up. 10 fell. Meanwhile, Marco Recchia, the pizza man, is clean through 7 frames. Marco's bowling very well over there on 47.
All right, Marco.
My golfing buddy. My golfing buddy, Marco.
Gary back on track, moves up.
Yep.
What am I saying, Joe? 50, 60?
Yeah, at least Gary.
Gary's in good shape. Kevin's in good shape.
Yeah, Kevin's looking good. He's got a pretty comfortable lead. Kevin Rourke also clean through 7 frames.
And Danny D can double up to run in line or go up 4 or 5 on Timmy.
Yes, he can.
Timmy makes this double wood.
That's right.
On 45.
Let's give Timmy the conversion there.
I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to him also. And in the meantime, Marco just threw a strike.
On the lanes. What is
on
it?
47. No, I'm sorry, he spared. He spared on 47.
All right.
He's up on 48 right now.
So Timmy ran by it. This is why I don't.
This is why we just jinxed Timmy, unfortunately. Yep.
Yeah.
I know. That's why they call it gambling, which we didn't do, but we took a shot, gave it to him, and I think we kind of mushed him there, unfortunately.
So instead of Danny doubling up to run even, Danny could go up upwards of 20 on him with a double right.
With a double right here, Danny goes up by 20. Yep. Big shot right here for D. Duns. He left a 2 pin.
Almost rolled it.
Yep. Johnny Drabchick missed the pocket on 43 for the 1-2-4 leave on 43 for John. A strike from Mike Marchese.
All right, Mike.
Mike is on the board with a strike in the 8th frame. Light hit. It's all right, Mikey. You keep grinding, buddy. He said, what are you going to do? Nothing you can do, pal. Just keep grinding, bud. Just keep grinding. But the thing about Mike, he came back with a smile on his face. And
Mike smiled. We bowled against each other the other night, Mike and I, and we had a lot of laughs.
Absolutely. He's going to be, I think, one of the highest C's drafted tomorrow night in the draft league, Joe.
Kevin might go left again.
Yep, Kevin went left again, but this time he didn't break up the baby split. He's got the 310 on 42. All
right, quick update. All the way to the right, you got Marco Recchia up, I'm going to say 30 on Mickey.
Yeah, because Marco just opened in the 9th frame.
And you're going to go with Danny is going to be up 8, correct?
Danny's up 8. Danny's up 8.
Timmy.
Nice conversion by Kevin Rourke on the baby split.
Going to be up 30 on John Drabzik.
Yes, he is.
Kevin Rourke is going to be up upwards of 60 plus.
That's right. Big shot by Danny.
50-ish on Mike Marchese. Kevin Rourke up 50-ish on Mike.
Danny Dunleavy, big strike on lane 45. And Gary Ritchie just failed to convert the 1-2-4-7. So that's another open. 2 out of the last 3 frames opens for Gary, but he had a strike in between. So he still has a Gary still has a 35-pin lead right now. Timmy McAuliffe tripped a 9-pin out. So Timmy and Danny having a little back and forth over there. That's a very close match.
This is double elimination, so
Yes.
make sure everybody.
Yes, this is double elimination. Yep. This is double elimination, folks.
Which is my language.
That's right.
I love double elimination.
Gotta have the nice shot, Gary Recchia on 43.
Great job.
Very good shot. Yep. Gotta have the double elimination, or as we like to call it, the non-winners bracket.
Yeah.
Mike Marchese tripped a 4-pin out.
Hey, Mike.
Look at Mikey go.
Try it out, Mike.
Double for Mike. You know what, Joe? I'm going to give a little shout out to my Monday night draft league pot of the over 50s. I got 3 of my pot members are here.
Joe, do I qualify for that yet?
Not yet, Giuseppe. You'll get there one of these days. Don't rush it, kiddo. Don't rush it.
I've been saving all my money to go in every week.
Save it.
From now. Look
That's
at Mike trying to make some small money needed a roll. They actually forced Kevin to mark if he would have threw the
if he would have thrown
which
that.
would have been interesting.
Yep. But we got, on the over 50 side here, we got Mike Marchese, we got John Drabchick, and Marco Recchia. 3 of my over 50 pot members.
Yeah, we got a nice blend here.
Yeah, we got a good mix. A little shout out to the draft league tomorrow night is the draft. The B bowlers, which is myself and my esteemed broadcast colleague, will be drafting.
Yeah, I got to get in the war room, Joe.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
I go over all my materials. I have thousands of pages.
Yes.
To go through.
Yes, I got my notes, my cheat notes ready for tomorrow night. Yep. Gonna have to do a quick live from the draft room show tomorrow night.
Hey, Jimmy Elliott.
Jimmy Elliott is here. Jim? Jimmy is one of the fans in attendance.
I got shirts all over my store.
I'll be in there tomorrow. How about it? I got to pick some stuff up.
Jim is talking shop here with Joe Bruno, talking about jerseys and hats and everything else.
Yeah, it's just the baseball life that we live.
I hear you. A little shout out to the Just for Kicks. To all the little leaguers out there in every sport, and Jim Elliott's Just for Kicks on Lincoln Avenue, the sporting goods store.
So basically, on the end, we got Marco over Mickey.
Yes, Marco
196, 173.
Yep.
And we have in front of us, Kevin Rourke is going to win this match.
He'll advance.
With a mark, so we're looking at either 190 to 159 or possibly 200.
Gary Recchia will advance past John Drabchick. And the Danny and Timmy match is pretty close over there, Joe.
It's not over yet.
Nope.
Come on, give us some action. Let's go.
It's pretty close. Danny's up. He's got an open in the 9th, and he's up in the 10th frame, Danny. Timmy is on a mark in the foundation 9th. Kevin Rourke, I think, was just trying something there on that shot to see if the ball would come back.
If Danny does not strike here, Timmy will need count, mark, count.
Right.
All right, so that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, that's what Timmy's going to need. Danny, unfortunately, just left the washout. And Gary, 10-pin conversion on 44. And Gary Recchia, 204 to John Drabchick's 159.
After this, the bowlers will start shuffling.
Yes.
They'll carry their 13 balls to a new set, except for Kevin.
Unless you like Kevin Rourke, he only needs 2 bowling balls. He's got 2. Kevin was telling me the other night he invested in a plastic ball for the 10-pin.
Yeah, you know, I've been bowling against Kevin probably, I don't know how long, Joe. How long ago was 19?
Oh, my God. Long time. We're talking almost 20 years.
Yeah.
We're talking almost 20 years. Yep.
It's a long time ago. Me and Kevin had hair. And could you zoom in on Kevin's hair?
Yeah, well, he's got more than you and I think. Well,
Timmy advances.
Yes, you know what? I think you might have Kevin beat by a little. I come in 3rd in that market with the hair. The hair is not my forte anymore. Should have seen me back in the 70s.
Were you a regular John Travolta?
I was, I have to say. I mean, I tried, I should say.
Did you put the pizza slices on top of each other?
Nah, I wasn't a big on top of it. I did go, here's a little tidbit for you, though. When I left Bishop Ford, after my 2nd year.
Am I hearing you?
I don't know. It sounds like my audio kind of might have. Is that better now?
No, right?
No, Joe, I'm not.
No, you hear me. Got to talk, right? Well, we got it. We got it now, Mikey G. We got it now, young Mr. Giovinazzo.
Yeah, so tell me about you walking down
So, yeah,
18th Avenue.
walking down, well, where John Travolta walked was actually 86th Street, under the L, as we used to call it in Brooklyn. And he stopped at the pizzeria there, and he said to the guy, yeah, let me get two. Two's good. And he put the slices on top of each other. Little side note to that, the owner of that pizzeria, I believe it was Lenny's, his son, Tony, used to sit behind me in homeroom at New Utrecht High School my junior year. That was after I did my 2 years at Bishop Ford, and I wasn't such a math genius back then. So I failed math, and the old man said to me, you want to go to school in the summer? And I was like, not really. Good, you can go to New Utrecht now, and you're leaving Bishop Ford.
No problem, Pop.
My audio, Michael, is...
Yeah, Joe always has a good story. And
Yeah.
for the kids listening at home, this might not be anything worse than summer school.
That's true.
So you might as well just pass everything.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it. We don't want to do summer school. There we go. That's better, Michael. That's better right there.
Mike, Gio,
Better.
perfect.
Much better, Michael. Thank
Special
you.
thanks to Michael Giovinazzo. This guy's
Making
a whiz
memor-
next
he-
to us.
making
Joey
memories.
G, making memories.
That's it.
Joey G filmed
Yep.
my wedding 20 years ago.
Shout out to the Giovinazzo family. Wonderful people.
And now we have his son,
That's right.
an expert in the field.
That's right.
Also, special thanks Frank Wilkinson,
And Rab's Country Lanes.
Rab's Country Lanes.
Yep.
Everybody on the board at USBC.
That's
for
right.
asking us. I don't know what they were thinking, but
Well, they like
we'll
to think
see.
they like to think we're entertaining. I think we are. I hope we are, in spite of what some people may think. But what are you going to do? So, in any event, we have in the non-winners bracket, Joe, on 47 and 8, Mike Marchese and John Drapchick are going head-to-head. We also have
right in front of us.
right in front of us on
It's gonna
43
be
and
Danny
4.
and Mickey, another
Danny
good
and Mickey.
match.
Yep.
And the winners bracket will be Marco and Timmy to our left on 41 and 42.
That's right.
And then on 45 and 46, Gary versus Kevin. So right now, the matches are really good.
Yeah, we got some good matches here. We got some more fans pouring in too, Joe. Some more fans coming in from out of the rain.
They're all behind us.
That's it. Because, I mean, really, on a day like today, you could stay home and watch the Giants and then later watch the Jets. And we love our football teams, but there's not a lot to watch anymore at this time of the year.
Yeah, we're combined about 7 and 16, possibly.
We are, I believe, a combined...
in New York right now.
we are, I believe, a combined 6 and 14.
There you go.
Yep. Or 6 and 15, something like that.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Should we be investing in playoff tickets?
I wouldn't do that, no. I would think we're counting the days to opening day.
Okay.
Pitchers and catchers. Although for those of us that like hockey, we still have hockey. And the Knicks are, God, in a league of their own, as we know.
Islanders are playing well.
Islanders are playing well, and the Rangers also, you know, they've had their ups and downs, and the Devils are, you know, I think all three teams are going to make it somewhat interesting to the playoff push at the end. See if they can make it.
Danny is showing Mickey how he should have made the spare.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe Mickey will laugh at that when he sees me
It's possible.
tomorrow.
It's possible. It's very possible. On lane 48, Mike Marchese is getting up. Mike is, unfortunately, has back-to-back opens. He's down to John Drapchick early in this match. John went strike, and an open. Gary Ritchie on 45 just threw a textbook strike on 45.
You know, that setup is really ideal for Gary.
It is.
It really is.
Gary likes to play the ditch, as we say. Danny Dunleavy breaks up a split on 43.
It's called the invisible defense, Joe.
It is. The invisible, is that like the Bears 46 defense?
Yes.
Kevin Rourke on 46. You like the segue into that? Kevin
Yeah.
Rourke on 46.
Yes.
Just left the 6 pin. It should be a fairly easy conversion for Kevin of the 6 pin.
Buddy Ryan.
Buddy Ryan, 46. Just a little tidbit, Joe. The 46 was named after the safety on that team. Doug Plank was one of the safeties back then. Yep. Kevin on the 6 pin on 46. He just made it barely, but he made it. Kevin almost fished. We almost had to fish that 6 pin out of the channel, but Kevin covered the 6 pin. Mickey Endress just went blowout 7-10 to a strike.
Yeah, maybe that gets him going.
The bowling gods, yep, they smiled on him. Yep. I think that'll get him going, Joe.
Flush for Kevin on 45.
Another textbook strike on 45 there, this time by Kevin. Kevin and Gary, that's a hell of a match right now.
Luckily, we didn't get Marco's triple on
Marco,
41.
that's it.
Because that was almost X-rated.
Yes, that
He
was.
went through through the face.
Yep, Marco went right through the beak, as we like to say. As like Don Fanucci said, wet my beak a little bit.
Exactly.
He went through the beak. Mickey now going after the 2-4-10 conversion that he just left on 43.
Don Fanucci found out about those dresses.
Yes, he did.
You know, it gets
Yes, he
around
did.
town.
Yeah, right between the sips of the espresso in the cafe with young Vito Corleone. Ugabi Shipaisan. Okay, so Mickey did not convert the 2-4-10. Timmy on 42.
You can't throw it better than that.
No.
Timmy's way in.
Yeah, great shot by Timmy on 42. Gary Ritchie strike on 46. So I think Kevin and Gary, that match has potential to come right to the end, I would think. D. Dunn, strike on 44.
Did Timmy's high school team win the title, Joe?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Timmy's Wagner Falcons won the high school championship against Rich Maniaci's McKee Staten Island Tech Seagulls this year. Oh, Timmy, wow. Timmy sent one wide, almost went in the channel, came back, and he left the head pin. 9 count with the head pin up. Timmy totally broke up a potential disaster of a shot right there. The ball got back somehow.
Yep, and a lot of people trying to qualify did that, Joe.
Yes, indeed. A couple balls went in the channel.
And some of them went
Yeah.
in, like you said. This is kind of like a golf course where when you're on TV and you say, hey, the guy's 4 foot away, how could he miss that?
Yeah.
But they don't understand there was a tap. He's putting downhill.
That's
with a
right.
break.
That's right.
What you don't see on television. And it's kind of like here, you don't understand. This is like a tough putting on a tough green or hitting into a green you can't see.
That's right. Hitting blind. Yep.
Or standing above the ball in the fairway.
That's
like
right.
Things that you don't really notice.
That's right.
On television. That's what we're looking at right now that you can't see. It's that difficult.
It's that difficult. To me, this would be like hitting every fairway shot with the ball below my feet.
Right.
Which is difficult enough.
Or like a super fast green that you can barely even get the ball rolling.
Right.
That's what this is like.
This is tough, folks. Very tough. Beautiful shot by Mickey on 44. Beautiful shot by Mickey Andrus.
Back-to-back beautiful shots on 44, but he's got to capitalize.
Yeah, he's got to jump on that now. He's got to, Mickey. It would behoove him right now to make another good shot right now on 43, and double up on Danny. Danny's up ever so slightly on Mickey right now. Here's Mickey, big shot. He needs this. Unfortunately,
it's just hydroplanes in the oil. It's
Yep.
just gone.
He sent it too far right, Joe.
It's like those Budweiser hydroplanes that go up in the air.
That's right. Yes. Those Budweisers. Yep. Marco, I thought Marco had that. I just was about to say spare up for Marco, and unfortunately he left a 9-pin in the back. So Marco open frame, and an open frame for Mickey on 43. That hurts. Oh boy, does that hurt him. Kevin Rourke up on 45 with the baby split conversion. He just missed it. So Kevin had an opportunity because Gary had opened in the 4th frame. Kevin was on a double and he just missed that baby split. So he kind of gave Gary a little bit of life there, Joe, on 46. So, yep.
We got to run through all of them, Joe.
Yep.
Because we're halfway through.
Yep.
So let's go with the match in front of us.
Go ahead.
41 and 42. We're going to go. Marco is up, let's say, 20 with a potential for, should I say 20 or 16? About 16 and a possible cut to 6 with this double.
Yep.
On 43 and 44, we're looking at Gary up 26. I'm wrong.
Danny is
up 26 on
Mickey.
Up
26 on Mickey.
And to the right of that, we got, let's say it is Gary up 20 on...
No. Gary is not, no, on That's a big shot by Gary right now. Now Gary just was
Okay, no,
striking
tied
the
it up.
fifth.
Okay.
He tied it up. So
I
Gary
was
tied
one
it up.
frame behind.
That's okay. I got you. And on 47 and 8, we have John Drabchik, who's up on 47 right now, is down by 25 to Mike Marchese. But John just struck right there. So, no, I'm sorry, folks. That's my fault. It's Mike Marchese who's down to John Drabchik right now by about 35. And Mike is getting up on 47. My apologies. We're sitting behind lane 43, and that match is on 47 and 8. So I'm doing my best to see the score there. Mike Marchese just left a bad split. He left the 4-6-10 on 48. So that hurts Mike. That hurts Mike very much.
Marco hurt himself right here.
He did.
He's got a tough spare to convert here. And if he does not, he's going to be down in the match.
Yeah.
Even though he had the lead early.
Well, you know what, though, Joe? When you're bowling a guy like Timmy, you have to stay clean. You give him one opening, he's going to jump on it.
Mickey sent one, hydroplaned another one.
Yeah, Mickey
so
made a tough shot there.
It's tough.
Yep, this condition is not, it looks like it's breaking down. Not the way I thought it would. I don't know about you, but it looks like, even though the middles are dry, it looks like some of the oil is pushed even more out towards the gutter.
Well, there's certainly nobody taking it away.
No.
So it's going to be
Yep.
there. The only one that is benefiting from the rail is Gary.
Yes. Yep.
And it goes to show you that he's versatile.
He is. Gary is very versatile.
I personally don't love being out there. It's more his game.
Yeah, it is. It is. Marco just went 2-4-7 on 41.
Marco, can you come in the front desk?
And here's an ultimate, folks. Marco just got paged to come to the front desk while he's bowling in the finals of the Staten Island USBC Masters.
And he gave the hand wave.
He gave the wave.
I'll be right there.
I'll be there momentarily, but I'm bowling right now. So I think they're going to have Marco's wife, Tina, the lovely Tina, is going to go up to the desk right now and say, my husband can't come right now to the desk because he's bowling. Kevin Rourke just pitch out on lane 45, a pitch out for Kevin, and a 6 count.
Did the runner go?
I don't think the runner went, Joe.
Right.
I think the runner stayed chained to the bag like Brett Gardner normally does with all that speed, and he doesn't run. Anyway, I promise no hot stove talk today.
I know, we made the promise.
Yeah, we made the promise. No hot stove, but Brett Gardner, for God's sakes, with that speed, you got to run. Timmy McAuliffe up now on 42. 2-4.
At
Yep.
this point, it's just actually a solid shot.
Yeah.
Makeable spare. He's got to go clean out, and he'll
Yes.
hold on, which is he's gonna lay up.
Yeah, he's going to lay up.
He's gonna keep laying up.
He's gonna
Or
lay
he's
up.
gonna play for the 2-putt.
He's going to get out the old pitching wedge, and he's going to lay up. D. Dunn's just missed the pocket on 43 and left himself the very difficult 1-2-4-8 spare conversion.
And Danny also knows he's got to stay clean to
Yeah.
win. That's
Yep.
why he's really frustrated with that.
Yeah, it's not
Although makeable, though.
It's makeable. It wasn't a good shot, and Danny knows it. Timmy just converted the 2-4.
I'm surprised that Timmy's hooking at spares.
I am too. I thought he'd go a little straighter at
Yeah,
that.
I'm surprised, but he knows what he's doing.
That's why we're sitting back here, and he's down there bowling. But yeah,
Yes.
a little surprised at that. Danny going for his conversion. He did not make it. He chopped that and left the 4-pin standing.
Oh, it's so frustrating when that happens.
It is.
Oh,
It
boy.
is. It is. And Kevin Rourke and Gary, we had a 3-pin match. We have a 3-pin match right there on 45 and 6. Kevin Rourke up by 3 sticks on Gary, who just left a 2-4-10. That's about the 4th time I've said 2-4-10 today.
Yep. Mickey changed balls
He did.
on 44.
Yep. Double for Mickey. It keeps him in the match, Joe.
Well, it is now double plus the miss. It's
Yep.
a quick 20-pin gain. You
Yep.
know?
Yep.
That's exactly what just happened. So, where could you find 20 pins? You got to
Yes.
find them with a double and an open.
Yeah. Yep, that's for sure.
Timmy made another makeable spare.
7
Timmy's
pins, yep.
grinding out for 190 to win.
That's
He's
right.
He's going to do it. Mickey knows he needs that now.
Mickey,
now
big
the match is
shot.
back.
That's a big shot by young Mickey Andrus right there. Gary Ritchie on 45, back to playing the ditch. And he just nutted that shot, folks, for a strike in the 8th frame. Oh, Timmy just flagged the 7-pin.
I just said I'm surprised that he's hooking to that span.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, he
You know,
just
that's
flagged
what happens in show business. And, you know, we're in the media now.
That's
you
it.
know?
This is
That's
the
way it
media.
is. Right,
This
Mike?
is it. This is it.
Just an observation.
Simple observation by those in the know. Well, maybe not in the know.
The bowling community needs to know.
They need to know. Danny Dunleavy, they need to know that Danny just struck in the 9th frame on 44.
Mike Marchese Sr.'s Masters Tournament of 2018 is coming to a close.
It's officially over.
And he did a great job qualifying.
He did.
And he gave it a valiant effort. It's
He
more
did.
than we could say for many.
Including
congrats
us.
to Mike.
That's right. Congrats to my
And
friend
I'll
Mike.
see Mike tomorrow night.
Yep. Mike.
Maybe he might even be a draft pick.
I was just going to say,
knows?
Mike will be, I think, a very high, I think he'll be one of the highest he's drafted. He's consistent.
You know what I usually do, Joe?
What's that, Giuseppe?
Let's watch Danny first.
Big shot by Danny.
Hey, how
on
about
43.
Danny answering Mickey's
Yeah.
triple with a double?
With a double of his own. Yep.
I think Danny doesn't want to hear the future potential clap coming from Endress on his foreband.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
he said, let me silence him now.
Yes, sort of like Silence of the Lambs. He wants to silence him.
So what was I saying? Oh, you know what I do? So there's 20, let's see, there's 24 teams. That's 48 draft picks.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
I usually ask my kids at dinner before I leave, what pick do you think I'll be? And they just make a guess. They have no idea.
They're like pulling it out of a hat.
Some of them are like 3, and then some are like 21.
Yeah.
And then I tell them when I get home.
Wow, Danny just went over to Toll de Bayonne. Jersey strike.
But in good sportsmanship, Mickey knows,
Mickey knows.
That's what is going to happen on this condition.
Yep.
He's going to throw on. His next opponent might throw on. But
That's right. Yep.
You know, so Danny shuts him out.
Danny shoots 199 in his match versus Mickey Andrus. And that 199 is going to be enough to win. Because if Mickey goes out the door here right now, he's looking at
92.
192.
He's looking at 92, but
Right.
Mickey's extra annoyed because he knows he made the ball change a little
too late, and that's free count on the first ball in the 6th frame. Didn't help. Left himself a difficult spare. John Drapchick, 230 on 48, Joe. Shot 230. That's a nice game.
It's a high game of the day.
I think it is. I think it is. I know. I'm looking at it. We got the match on 41 and 2 here. Timmy McAuliffe against Marco. This became a match again.
Timmy's missed 7-pin opened the door up to become a match again. He was in comfortable shape, but, you know.
Not an easy conversion here, but credit to Timmy.
Marco, well, also credit to Marco for going strike spare after the 3 misses.
That's right.
So we're looking at an 8-pin deficit for Timmy.
Well, Timmy just converted the 6-9-10. Not an easy conversion for right-handers because that's easily choppable. But he converted it.
Real quick, Danny Dunleavy beats Mickey Andrus on 43-44, and John Drabzik beats Mike Marchese Sr. on 47-48.
That's right.
Here comes Timmy. Needs a mark.
Oh, wow. Timmy just...
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he left a 1-2-4 on 41. The ball never grabbed the lane. But again, on this condition, that's going to happen. There we go. Thank you, Michael. Thanks, Michael. We're even getting the folks from behind the counter at Marco's Snack Bar coming down to watch the boss here.
Yes.
They're watching the boss.
Now, the boss is in great position.
The boss is actually in command over young Mr. McAuliffe here.
The boss, Marco, has a shot to beat the great Timmy McAuliffe.
Yep, good conversion by Tim on 41 of the 1-2-4. So if Timmy strikes out here, let's give him the strike, Joe, for 182. Puts Marco, he's still in, you know what? He's in the driver's seat. Marco is in the driver's seat. Fate is in his hands, getting up in the 10th, and you can't ask for more than that. Meanwhile, on 45 and 6,
Looks like Kevin is going to...
Kevin's going to beat Gary Ritchie. Yep.
But Gary's not eliminated.
No, not at all. Double elimination, as we said earlier.
The eliminated bowls are Mickey Andrus and
Mike Marchese. Oh, Timmy. Wow, Timmy looking for count there. He just threw a 6 count. So give Timmy 178. Marco just needs to mark.
No, he doesn't even need
He doesn't?
No.
Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry. That's right.
He doesn't need a mark.
He doesn't need a mark. That's right. That count. That's right.
He just needs to stay on the lane.
Had Timmy thrown the strike, that's me with my bad math. Again, failed at sophomore year of high school. If Timmy would have struck,
Timmy knows it, so he's got to stay behind the line.
Right.
This match is over.
He would have forced Marco to mark. But Timmy threw a 6 count. That opened the door for Marco now. Has officially won the match on that 8 count that he just threw on 42. Marco beats Timmy McAuliffe. So, yeah, he doesn't have to mark, but let's see what Marco does here anyway as he goes for the conversion of the 2-8. And he makes it. He makes it for good measure. Kevin Rourke threw a strike on 46. Just threw the 3-6-10.
So Kevin's going to finish
in the 190s.
195 over.
Yeah, 195 for Kevin with the spare.
Over Gary, 163.
Right. So Kevin with a 32-pin victory over Gary. Good. Okay.
I got my man Mike next to me, Mike Giovinazzo.
He's the man. It's a Giovinazzo production.
He's got the best hair.
That's right. He does. What a head of hair on that young man.
You ever notice?
God bless him.
You ever notice when you lose your hair, you notice everyone else's?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Look at this kid. All right, so we're shuffling again. Kevin's going to bring his 1 ball and...
No, 2 balls
spare
now.
ball.
Kevin has the plastic ball. He told me he used to just go with the 1 ball, but he was having some difficulty on his 10 pins in the draft league, so he invested in the plastic ball, and now he makes like 99% of them.
Any sales on 12-ball rollers, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to check with our other sponsor, Country Pro Shop. Ray Larson, Jimmy Labetti, Christian Ruiz for all your bowling needs.
Make sure you go through Ebates. Save 2%.
Yeah,
that's it. A 12-ball roller. None of them work.
12-ball roller. Yep, that's why I have a locker, Joe. I go with the. Actually, I have 3 lockers here. One is mine, and
one of them
You're actually renting now. My son Brad, who is up at Binghamton, doing some college bowling. His locker is available. So my friend Joe B is utilizing that locker.
And Brad, you are so right about the spilling coffee. Oh, your dad told me that.
Yep.
That people spill drinks and it drips down, and you open it up and you're like, "What is this in my locker?"
Yep.
Clean it.
It's on the top of the locker. It's
Can't
inside the
people
locker.
just drink a drink without spilling it?
They have to spill it. As my.
Are you supposed to be impersonating Whispering Smith?
Whispering Smith? No.
You don't remember him from
I don't remember him, no. You know why I'm whispering, Jim?
Jimmy Episcopia walking over.
I'm doing it because back in the day, when Billy Whaley did the color commentary, I'm old enough to remember, hit him, didn't watch him spin. He used to whisper all the time to Chris Schenkel. So I'm trying to emulate.
Well, there was a commentator.
Whispering Smith? Well, I might have to go by Whispering Joe Cal now. I don't know. That's thank you, Jim. Thank you. As I give my daughter Jill $5 to go to the snack bar.
All right, Jill.
Does anybody need anything, folks? While we're on the air here, my daughter's going to the snack bar.
He said he would twist you into a pretzel.
Oh, he's going to twist me into a pretzel, is he? Harvey. A little Honeymooner reference to our friends out there who are listening in and are fans of the Honeymooners Raccoon Lodge.
You know, I got a friend Shirley bigger than you.
That's right. Oh, you're going to twist us into bookends.
So we are down to a much more manageable 4?
Yes, we have 2 matches going on right now. We have Timmy McAuliffe against John Drabchick on 45-6. They each have 1 loss. And we have Danny Dunleavy against Gary Ritchie on lane 41-2.
This is going to be the losers bracket, I assume.
It is, or as we like to say, the non-winners bracket. The non-winners bracket. Danny going for the 9-pin conversion here, Joe. Oh. Danny just got the...
I would have missed that.
Yeah, I would have flagged it for sure. It would have been, the white flag would have been up. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that ball would have been way gone. We would have sailed it like a sailboat up in Lake George on a Sunday in August. Timmy McAuliffe. Oh.
Same exact thing as he did before.
Yep.
Timmy, I know I wasn't supposed to bring that up. But
no, I know. Timmy is, I have to say, one of the better spare shooters around. He's struggling a little bit today on the spares, but it's understandable in this condition. Not easy, as we've said many times.
This is Danny's comfort zone. If he could ever find a niche out there in this, this type of shot,
yep,
that's his comfort zone.
John Drabchick just left a 4-10 split on lane 46. I got to tell you, Joe, seen a lot of 4 and 10 combos today. 4-10, 2-4-10, a lot of that. Just
Painful.
yeah, very. The ball gets caught up in the oil, and
It's almost you'd rather watch the Jets than.
yeah.
Bowling
Well, I
instead.
wouldn't go that far. I mean, if Sam Darnold happened to be playing today, maybe. But with Josh McCown playing, I think we're better off right here with the bowling community at Rab's Country Lanes.
Before we brought up Michael Kay and Ken Singleton, is that us?
Yes,
I had a Ken Singleton story.
Ken Singleton story. Go for it.
My father caught a foul ball, hit by none other than Ken Singleton on the Orioles
Nice,
at the stadium.
nice,
Bounced off the back wall,
very
turned
nice.
around right in his hands.
Nice. Anthony Bruno,
Yes.
a bowling legend, by the way, from the Bowling on the Green days with Joe Skip Albanese and that crew.
Nice shot by Gary Ricci on 42.
Yep.
I used that ball, by the way.
Really?
And lost it.
Oh,
He
that's
needed a ball,
and you,
and he asked me, "Where's that Ken Singleton ball?" And I lost it. It was like the original Sandlot story,
yes.
but just a lot lower version.
Right, okay, yeah,
from
sure.
Ruth to Singleton.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
they
it's-
couldn't make a movie about that.
No, they couldn't do a You Killing Me Smalls on that one. No. That's quite all right, though. John Drapchick up on 45, looking to convert the 2-pin. John fires it at the 2 and hits it spot on, dead in the middle. Good conversion for John.
Johnny D with the spot.
Yep.
And that is Gary Ricci
Gary
in a
Ricci.
nutshell. You want to describe his career.
Yes.
You look at that shot.
That shot right there, Gary got the ball to come up 5, hit the head pin, and he actually got a little wiggle there and tripped the 2-pin. So a light hit carry. Haven't seen many of those today.
I don't know about you, but Gary could be inspired by Cano. I know I'm not allowed to bring it
I
up.
know it's hot stove talk, but I know. He's a big Met
Usually
fan.
he hates every Met move.
Big
He
Met
actually
fan.
said it's not bad.
Big Met fan, young Mr. Ricci.
All right, so you want to describe Danny's career in a nutshell. It's that.
That shot right there.
42.
Going deep. Going deep.
Legs against the machine,
Yep.
left of fourth arrow.
Yep. Solid 10-pin conversion for Timmy McAuliffe Jr. on 46. Timmy and John, I'll tell you right now, it's a 2-pin difference right there on lane 45 and 6. Timmy is up by 2 on John Drapchick. Danny gets ready to set his feet on 41. And again, Joe, it looks like Danny's left foot is definitely sliding with the channel. He's in the channel on 41 with his left foot.
And all that took was 1 to 2 board miss to the right.
Right.
That's it. On Monday night, that comes crashing through
Yep.
the rack, that shot.
And he would have struck where he leaves a 2-pin here. Strike for Timmy McAuliffe on 45. John Drapchick gets up now knowing that his opponent has marked twice against him right now in last 2 frames. Timmy with the conversion of the 10-pin followed by the strike. So Johnny D knows he's got to get his giddy up on here and get back in the match.
We started with HO. We're down to 6.
Right. That is
We
correct.
have Kevin and Marco waiting.
In the bullpen.
Left.
They're in the bullpen.
And we are
Oh, we have an updated sheet.
Oh, I can read it too. Thanks,
Handed to us by young Mr. Wilkinson,
And
Frank Wilkinson.
We are with the single losers right now.
Yep.
The
Yep.
losers of both these matches will be eliminated.
That's right. There you go, Joe. You can hold on to that sheet of paper with the updated bracket. Gary Ricci again up 5. Oh, the hair high. Left the 4-pin, but that's a great shot by Gary.
Only 2 200s thrown today. Jeff.
That's right. That's right.
Gary shot 2-0, and Johnny D shot 230.
Goes to show you the difficulty of the conditions.
Pretty abnormal.
Yeah, it is for these guys. John Drapchick, a 6-10 conversion in the 4th frame on 46. Gary Ricci all over the 4-pin. So that's 4 marks in a row for Gary. 4 marks in a row for Danny.
And John,
Strike.
outer bridge.
That's it. He went out of bridge on that one.
Latos, Bayonne, now the outer
He
bridge.
went to the outer bridge. If he keeps it up, we're going to have to start bringing up the George Washington Bridge because we're running out of bridges. That's right. Keep it on the right side. Anyway, you take what you can get here. You take crosses, you take through the beak. It doesn't matter. A strike is a strike is a strike. Gary Ricci Beautiful shot on
Searching for
41.
that follow through
Yep.
in my game.
Yes,
How come I
Gary.
don't have that?
Joe, it's called posting the shot. Gary posts the shot very
I gotta
nicely.
start doing that.
Posting the shot. Indeed. Timmy, with the second time today.
Remember when I told you about me and Ronnie when we got the
Yes,
notebook out? Like
that's
Lynn
right.
did?
Yes,
Doesn't work.
doesn't work. Works for some guys. Doesn't work for ordinary hacks like us. Timmy McAuliffe on 46 again, leaving himself the 6-9-10 conversion. D Dunn strike on 42.
Double D, flushing one on 42.
Yep. And Timmy McAuliffe again with a textbook covering of the 6-9-10 spare.
And what makes Danny so good is because he can do what he's doing.
What he's doing
I mean,
is
he
right.
could be
Versatile.
fourth arrow,
Yep.
He could be fifth arrow.
Yep. His
He could be
versatility.
first arrow.
That's right. Danny is very versatile. His father is here today, sitting in the back, watching his son hone his craft here on the lanes.
Hold his crap.
You like that, right?
Oh, I love that.
There you go.
I use that.
There you go.
Did I steal that from you?
No, I don't think not from me. It's been out there for years.
If I did,
It's
a compliment.
Thank you. I think it was Nelson Burton Jr. that actually used the honing their craft on the Pro Bowlers Tour back in the day. Timmy McAuliffe, good shot, 10 pin on 45. I got to tell you, Joe, this is a great match here with Danny and Gary. Oh, good shot by Dan. The 6 went right around the 10. Leaves himself a 10 pin on 41.
So hard to double.
Yes,
When
it
you
is.
Throw it good and it goes
Yes, it is.
tough.
Give Timmy McAuliffe the conversion of the 10 pin on 45. Spare up for Timmy. Back-to-back spare conversions. John Drapchick with a double could really...
Danny's an underrated smash.
yeah, he is. He is, because he throws too many strikes, so he barely shoots spares. But he's a very good spare
Am I
shooter
bragging
indeed.
about Danny too much?
No, I don't know. He deserves it. He's a fine young gentleman and a tremendous bowler. Deserves all the accolades he gets. Johnny Drapchick, double up here would put some heat on Timmy right now. He did not get that double. He left himself to 2-4-5. Careful on this
Johnny
conversion.
liked it off the hand. He was ready to hop it out.
Yep.
Then he realized, wait a second.
Yep.
I'm on the Masters pattern.
Right. I know. I don't think he's going to be talking about how many 300s he should have had today. Just saying. We love him, but guys should have 300 every other game. And Gary Ritchie. Oh, good shot by Gary. Good shot. That's a big shot for Gary. Gives him a double.
And John missed that span.
Yes, he
I don't know if
did.
you saw that.
I didn't see it, but I saw his face when he turned around.
Timmy's
and,
going to go up 15.
Yep. Yep. Now, John could have definitely, if he would have spared there, he would have definitely kept the match within 4 pins, but not to be. John needs a strike here, really, to put any kind of pressure on Tim at all towards the end. John needs this one. And he left the...
Same shot.
Well, yeah, only the 4 fell late, so
Well,
he's got the
same
2-5.
hit.
But yeah, same shot, exactly, same hit. You're right. 2-5 conversion. Again, another easily choppable spare, unfortunately. Gary going right up the ditch again. This time the ball did not grab. I think it looked to me from back here like Gary reared up a little bit in that shot.
And that motion he just made with his hand
Yeah. Yep.
means that everything was there except for the hit at the bottom.
And
Just whiffed on it.
he did, and John Drapchick did in fact just chop the 2-5. Again, you know, you want to leave yourself easy spares, but spares like the last 2 he shot at are easily choppable. And unfortunately he did.
Timmy was up 25.
That's right. Timmy up 25. Gary does not convert the washout.
What's up, Mike?
Mikey G, steady on the camera as always.
So quiet.
He's so good.
Stoic.
He's so good. Timmy McAuliffe, 3-6-10.
Before I actually started talking to Mike and bowling with him, this is how I used to see him.
Right.
Standing with this thing in his hand.
That's right.
His camera.
That's right. Oh, Danny.
Quiet.
Oh, Danny just left a washout. Again, Joe, I'm going to say it for I think the 7th time today. 2-4-10 leave. A lot of 2-4-10s today, folks.
He's jumping up that quick. He should have took more time.
Yeah, well, he's going for it, though.
Aggravated.
He's going for it.
Makeable.
Yeah, no. And Danny let that one get away.
Spare from the ball.
Spare for Timmy.
Clean.
Yep.
Up 23. He's in good shape.
Although,
Forced Travis at least double.
At least.
To stay clean. So
Right.
he's in great shape.
Yep.
John's Masters tournament is
Maybe,
starting to
yep.
fizzle out.
It may be coming to an end. It may be. Big shot for Danny right here on lane 41. He's down 17.
Yes.
Danny, he went back to the urethane, Joe. 3-pin leave for Dan. Timmy. Beautiful shot on 45 for Tim. He just...
It's amazing that Timmy could
yeah.
try and bounce that off.
I know, he
Because
actually...
if that's 1 or 2 boards to the right,
yeah.
it's amazing.
That's gone. If he missed that 2 boards right, it's a washout. He just threw a strike.
Maybe worse.
Maybe worse. He just threw a light mixer strike for Timmy. Oh, D Dunn's just fanned on that 3-pin. Oh my God. Danny missed that 3-pin.
He's got to miss the 3-pin because I said he's a good spare shooter.
Right. I
death.
think we mushed him. I think we mushed him. Oh boy. John Drapchick just left the 1-3-9 spare. Not easy. Again, double wood spares on this. Not easy at all.
John is all but done.
Yeah, I think he's done, Joe. Nice spare, though, for John. Good spare right there. Gary Ritchie again, good shot. Gary.
We came out of that one better. It was pretty much the same shot as 41.
Right.
With a hand that was missing. That's
Right.
all it was.
He stayed down more here, though. He stayed down into the shot more. We have some young fans in the building here, Joe.
Yeah.
We have some young fans in the building. Hello. The future of the sport.
I was watching the young guys bowl down there before.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
better than
I know. Oh, yeah. They're getting ready for the U.S. I'm going to give a little plug here, Joe, because my daughter's bowling in the tournament next weekend.
They were throwing it really good.
USA Bowling. The kids from Jersey are here practicing today with some of our Staten Island youth bowlers, getting ready for that tournament next weekend here at Rab's Country Lanes, which I'll be coaching one of the teams, and my daughter Jill will be bowling on one of the teams in the USA Bowling Tournament.
That is great.
Yep. It's
I love seeing those. The way they come out of the bowl, I mean,
Yeah.
everything is, what do you call it?
Yep.
How should I say? The technique is flawless.
Yes.
Things that we really didn't learn.
That's
when
right.
we were
No,
young.
that's correct. You know what? I want to give a shout out to one of my buddies down there, Joe Sanfilippo, who is actually coaching down there. He'll
Oh,
be
is he
coaching.
down on the set with them?
Joe is down there. That's Joe Sanfilippo. He's actually good friends with Mike Gagliotti and some of the Brooklyn bowlers from back in the day. Our friend, unfortunately, passed away. Our friend Kurt Savallo, who passed away way too young. A good friend with Joe Sanfilippo, Mike Gagliotti, and all those guys from back in the Brooklyn day. Jack Fernicola, name from the past. Joe bowled with those guys for a long time.
Kurt was a good bowler.
Yes, he was. He certainly was. Big Ranger fan, too, by the way. Kurt used to go to Ranger games for years and years. Sat up in the blue seats. But, yeah, so Joe Sanfilippo has his teams from Jersey here practicing for the tournament next weekend.
Very impressed with the kids.
Yes. Yes, the kids today, the future of the sport is in good hands. Nice conversion by Danny of the 2-4-10 again.
Danny's Masters tournament has come to an end.
Yep.
Great job, Danny. As always, Danny qualifies in a lot of these tournaments. You know,
Yep.
the cream usually rises to the top.
Yes, it does. Oh, Gary. Well, I think Gary, you know
Maybe
what?
he said, let me try.
Trying something there. Yeah, Gary was trying something there. I don't think he meant to miss that pin on purpose. I think he just wanted to try. You know, he was looking for, it was a fill ball. The match is out. He
Looking to see if he
wins.
can get a reaction.
Yeah, he was looking to see what kind of reaction he'd get if he went in a little bit with his feet. And he did it at the expense of missing that spare because he was trying something out. Because the match was out. So Timmy McAuliffe is going to advance.
Over John Drapczyk.
Yep.
And Gary Ritchie over Danny Dunleavy. So
Yep.
now the final four. Kevin Rourke, Marco Recchia, Gary Ritchie, and Timmy McAuliffe.
That's right. The final four. All we need now is Jim Nance and the and Billy Packer, or whoever his his color man is. Used to be Billy Packer. I don't know anymore. But yeah, we're down to the final four, folks. Here at Rab's Country Lanes on a Sunday afternoon, December 2nd. Can you believe it's December 2nd already, Joe?
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. You know,
I don't know if
I do like Christmas time.
I do. I do
But,
too.
you know,
I don't know if I'm ready yet, though.
What is the worst month? Is it January?
I'd have to say, I mean, outside of Jim Elliott's New Year's Singles Classic, I'd say January is not a very popular month.
There's not much going on.
No, just a lot of shoveling, or the snow removal. The sanitation department loves January. They love the overtime.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily like January. February too is another month that could be, not a favorite, but we do have pitches and catches in February.
Yeah.
Which means baseball's right
And
around the
then
corner.
When you start seeing them down in Florida,
Yes.
just the sun gets you like, hey,
Yeah. Gonna warm up soon. Time to take the golf clubs out again soon. Right?
But March is another January.
Oh, March.
That is not. That's a
Oh,
fake.
yeah.
Warming up.
Oh,
It's a fake warm up.
The odds of March. It could be 85 one day and 40 the next. That's March for you. Snowstorms in March. People are outside in shorts the next day. That's March weather for you.
So we're going against the wall here.
Yeah, that match is on the wall. I believe they're only practicing right now, though, Joe.
And they're good for.
Yeah, it's practice right now. They're just getting loose because Marco.
They're good friends.
They are. Marco and Kevin. They're getting 2 balls on each lane.
Is that what it is?
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Can you get me that sheet back? Someone took it. Jimmy took it on me. He might be updating it.
I just want to give a little shout out to Marco and Kevin on 47 and 8. They were kind enough back in October, the beginning of the month. I was breaking their chops for the longest time. When are you guys coming out to play on Sunday with the Sean Hicks Golf Club that we're all members of? When are you guys coming out to play? Oh, you played too early on Sunday. I don't know if I said come out once so we could play together. They did, and thank you very much, Frank. They did come out, and a little shout out. Kevin Rourke almost made par that day. He shot 73 at Lotterette, and I was bringing up the rears that day. I think with like a 104.
Jeez, these guys are shooting 73, huh?
And Marco shot in the I believe the low 90s that day, and it was a pleasure to play with them.
It's legit.
A little bit of golf at Lotterette, and a little bit of fall golf with Kevin Rourke and Marco Recchia, my golf buddies. And I was also fortunate enough to play at the Sean Hicks outing this year at Beaverbrook with Marco in the foursome with him and Kevin Legg. And Frank Tisolano was our 4th guy. And
Beaverbrook being the par 5 start?
Beaverbrook
1 and 2?
is where you go. We had, yes,
Right?
1 and 2.
Right, 1 and 2 is 2 par 5s in a row.
Let me tell you how
You could have a 20
Yeah.
after the second hole.
Yeah, you could be looking at Jorge Posada after 2 holes. You know what? I have to tell you, we played that day. We started on 16, which means we played 17, 18, 1, and 2. We played 4
right.
par 5s in a row.
So the 3-wood was used.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy, that was tough. My shoulders were aching for a week after that day. See, had it been best ball, we could have played Marco's ball because he crushes it off the tee. But that day was not best ball. It was a play your own ball.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, it's a great course. All right, so back to the bowling. Gary Ritchie just threw a television strike on
Timmy,
lane 43. So did Timmy. Yeah, this is a good match right here. Timmy and Gary, 43 and 4. Gary has a double, and Timmy opened up with a strike of his own.
Don't forget now, Gary bowled on this path,
Yes,
so he's back to it.
yes, he did.
And I'm not sure if it was the 2-0 one, but whatever. He had a good reaction.
I believe he did have the
The point
2-0.
is he had a good reaction on 43, 44.
Yes, I believe he did have the 2-0. You know what? Do we think we want to bring Danny Dunleavy in for a few words while he's sitting behind us? Let's ask him. No? All right, Danny's going to pass on coming on to the
Did
show.
Danny just say absolutely not?
Yeah, I believe he did. That's okay. That's quite all right. We thought maybe we'd get Danny for a couple of words, but that wasn't meant to be. It's quite all right. It's understandable.
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's good. That's all right, Dan. That's okay. We respect his opinion. Danny's taking the high road. He said, I don't want to come on right now for fear of what he might not intentionally blurt out, but he's a little frustrated right now, and it's very understandable because I don't know if I'd want to do it either.
So against the wall, strike, strike. Kevin versus Marco.
Yes.
And in front of us, double. And strike open.
Yep. Yep, Timmy had a split on lane 44, which he did not convert, but he's up on 43 right now. And he made a great shot on 43. Cleaned the deck, Timmy. Great shot. Kevin Rourke, Joe, on 47. 4-pin for Kevin. Yep. 4-pin for Kevin. Could have tripped that a little bit, but, you know, wasn't meant to be. Meanwhile, it's a miserable day outside, isn't it? Oh, my God.
I feel like it rains every day. Does
Yeah.
it rain every Monday?
I think it seems like it does.
Used to be every Wednesday when we bowl Wednesday.
Yeah.
Always wet.
Yeah.
Spare conversion for Kevin.
Kevin Rourke making the 4-pin.
Let's see what Gary can do here. Gary has got the reaction that everybody wants.
Oh, my God. He's got a good look right now.
And he's heating up.
Yep, Gary just crushed the pocket. Just crushed it. Gary just crushed it. On 44. He could put the heat on Timmy very early here right now if he goes 4-bagger right here.
Marco threw the face on 48.
Yeah.
So he's going to open there.
Yeah, Marco leaving himself the 6-7-10 on 48. I think on that pair, Joe, I think Kevin, you know, throws the ball not very hard, but harder than Marco. So Marco just, he went for it, a valiant effort, but he only took the 10 out. So, oh, thank you. Then we're getting a shout out from the Showplace. Thank you, our friends at Showplace.
All right.
Thank you. George Sabatino, Sabbath's Pro Shop over there. My old friend Georgie from Brooklyn. He's the man. Georgie, know him a long time. Know him a long time since we were young men back in the day.
I just looked at the messages also.
Yep.
A guy by the name of Rob Amato.
Oh, Mr. Kino.
Also known as
Mr. Kino, our my golfing buddy.
Wants to know if Cano is bowling. You see, they're trying to get me going.
They're
here.
trying to rally up, Joe.
But I got strict instructions, Rob.
Yeah. Little, you know, just a little personal side note. Rob is my daughter Jill's godfather. A little tidbit there. Yeah. Yeah, my golf buddy. Rob and I played at South Shore on Friday. We were one of the 10 maniacs out there in the cold weather playing, but we played.
I'm glad you got him as a diehard. I love when the new diehards are
Oh,
one.
he's
like you.
No, I'm hooked like a crack addict. I hook up the golf. Give me an intravenous and Golf Channel all day long. I'm good to go. But Rob is getting there.
I miss it. I used to be you.
Joe, we got to get you back out
I
there.
used to play before work.
There you go.
Go
before work.
Go 4:45 in the morning.
Nice. You were out there with the Dawn Patrol. Dawn Patrol. I like it. Timmy McAuliffe going for the 9-pin on 44. Easy conversion for Tim.
He's like, let's start going straight at spare.
Yes, and he did. No bend at the spare there. Timmy went pin straight at it, dead straight at it. Kevin Rourke just made a very difficult 3, 6, 9, 10 conversion. Good spare by Kevin. Very difficult spare. Kevin's clean, Joe, through 4. Timmy McAuliffe going a little deep. He got in it.
So
got a little in. Yeah, he got in there. Yep.
I mean, it was just a little left.
Yep.
That's it.
Leaves a 6-10. Marco goes through the face again, but this time he gets the 10 to go down and leaves himself to 2-4. We almost had another 2-4-10. I've lost track of how many times I've said that today, but that 2-4-10 has been a thorn in everybody's side today.
Mike Marchese Sr. now watching.
Oh, very nice. Michael's home. He got home already? He got home already? Wow, he zipped down the boulevard. He only lives in Oakwood.
Mike.
He only lives in Oakwood Beach, so I guess he got home quick. Timmy McAuliffe going for the 6-10. Nice cover, Tim. Textbook as usual. Mostly everything Timmy does is textbook in this game.
Marco spare.
Spare for Marco on the 2-4.
Kevin approves of his opponent sparing. Good sportsmanship, these two.
Oh, these two guys will probably go for a drink after this. It's not, they're good friends.
Billy Cristiano.
Billy Cristiano. Another one of my golfing buddies. Billy Cristiano. Hope you're feeling better, Bill. He was feeling a little under the weather for a while there, but he's doing okay. Look to get him back out on the golf course in the spring.
Oh.
My friend Bill. Good shot by Gary Ritchie. 10-pin leave. That's a tough leave right there. Gary, as we like to say, nutted that shot, Joe. Tough leave, but he goes for the plastic ball for the conversion. Oh, Marco, oh boy.
Where's the hound dog?
Marco, the hound dog is in Lodi watching his son AJ bowl William Patterson College today. Oh my God, we just had 2 single pin misses right there by guys that normally don't miss. Gary Ritchie flagged a 10-pin, and Marco flagged a 2-pin. Kevin Rourke up on 48, leaves himself the double wood 2-8.
You can't let that get into your head right
Yeah, no. You got to let the misses go. You got to have a short memory here. You know, you can't dwell, like you said. Melissa Camera, another one of our better bowlers around here, has a saying she told the kids last year at USA Bowling, you miss a spare, leave it there. Leave it out there. It's over. You got to come back for your next shot. Oh, Gary just broke up the 4-9. 4-pin leave for Gary on 43. Kevin converts to 2-8, Joe.
Right. So I look at it this way on Gary's overall. Let's say the 9-pin stays up, and he goes 9 out, but makes the spin. So it's kind of
right.
He got a quarter break there.
Quarter break, right.
But he lost the break on the other. You know what I mean?
Yes, they even out. They kind of even out.
You got to take that trip 9.
That's right. It's the bowling god's way of keeping you grounded.
Yeah.
Right. Kevin Rourke now, big shot on 47. Oh, Kevin just crushed the pocket on 47. Great shot by Kevin. He's clean through 6, Joe. Marco's got to start striking. More fans coming in, Joe.
Yep, they want to see the finals.
More fans coming in. Timmy McAuliffe on 44. That's a great shot. That even sounded like a professional strike. Great shot by Timmy.
It's going to cut it back to 8.
Marco, Marco, good shot. Good shot, Marco. He just couldn't kick the 10. Light hit, a little light. I mean, it was in the pocket, a little light, but could have carried. 10-pin is still shaking.
Spare.
Yep.
Marco. I'll say one board.
Yeah.
One board there.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Timmy just left
So
himself. Yep, it was one board. Timmy just left the 2-8, right? Is that, yes,
Yep.
2-8. Yep.
Marco up on 47.
Yep.
Going to
look good off his hand, but he crossed it, Joe. He crossed the bridge. Let's say, because Marco's a lefty and he has a pizzeria in Brooklyn. Let's say he went Brooklyn. He crossed the Verrazano.
yeah.
Right?
Where is he now? Bay Ridge?
Marco, no. His pizzeria in Brooklyn is in Gravesend. His pizzeria is in Gravesend. I believe the pizzeria name is Pizzeria De Mola. Over on, I want to say it's, I can't remember the exact street, but he's in Gravesend somewhere over there. Marco's Brooklyn joint. He's got the Staten Island joint right here at Rab's Country Lanes. Gennaro's Pizza. And he just went over the bridge on that shot as he crossed, but he got the strike, so.
He caught a little break too. Kevin didn't throw a good shot at
right.
Kevin came up high, a baby split, which is no gimme.
No gimme. No.
See what he does.
Kevin's left that a few times today. He converted it. Nice shot, Kevin. Converted the baby split on 48. Gary Ritchie back off the ditch again. Great shot, but the 10-pin would not go. Great shot by Gary. This is a close match, Joe. We wouldn't expect anything less.
Wow, Gary did a good shot.
He really did. That was a great shot. Kevin Rourke on 47. Left a 10-pin of his own right there again. A little break.
Almost popped out a messenger.
Almost.
Up in the left channel.
Yep.
Gary got to make this thing.
He does. Gary bounced it a little bit, but he got it. Gary,
And he gives a sarcastic self-congratulations.
self-cheer for making the 10-pin for Gary. He's acknowledging that we acknowledge that he gave it the self-cheer.
And he moves back up 19 on Timmy.
Kevin
Do I
Rourke.
have that right, Joe?
Yes. Yes, he
Do I
does.
have the math right?
Let's see if you know how to math. Yes, you do.
Am I mathing it?
You're mathing it correctly. You're mathing it correctly.
We're going to go 114. It's a 20-pin match against the wall.
Yep.
23.
Yep. 23.
He can
Marco.
use it.
Marco
Missed the
just missed the head pin. He left himself the 1-3-6.
Oh, it's wash.
The 7.
Can't
The
see it
1-3-6-7. Yep. Gary again up the gutter. Stone 9-pin for Gary. Wow. Wow. Stone 9-pin for Gary Recchia. That was a great shot. Keeps Timmy in the match, though. Good conversion for Marco.
Nope. It's a wash. You can't see it.
Oh, no, that's right. I'm sorry. My bad. We can't see it. Sitting where I am, lane 48. He had the 7-pin up. He
You're
didn't.
looking at a 35-pin lead for Kevin.
That's right.
So it's running,
That's right. Yep, that's an open frame for Marco, folks. Sorry about that. Didn't see the 7 there hiding out, even though I said it a few seconds ago.
but Marco has no losses.
Oh, Joe, Gary just fished. He just missed that 9-pin. He just flagged the 9-pin.
Yeah, so we got a match here. So this could be.
You know, I think Gary might have slipped a little bit on that. When he went up to the approach there, he lost his footing a hair, and the ball sailed by the 9-pin. So not to make an excuse for him, but I think he did lose his footing a little bit. Gary normally doesn't miss a 9-pin. But again, none of us are perfect. We all miss. All right, give Marco the 7-pin conversion on 47. Tim McAuliffe leaves a 4-pin on 44.
All right, so Timmy's going to make this, and he's going to cut this match to 7.
7
He's
pins.
going to be down 7.
Yep.
Gary's miss was big, but, you know, you got to move on for it.
That's
because
right.
It's still a match. Kevin missed the head pin.
Yeah, he left himself the 1-2-8 on 48. Kevin did. The 1-2-8 on 48.
Surprised Timmy is getting up on this approach right now with some extracurricular in the vision, but
Going to get
he's
the.
that confident.
Yeah, Timmy knows. He's all over the 4-pin, dead in the middle. The young man going to get the pin out of the gutter on 47 and 8, which is Daniel Block, by the way, one of our Saturday junior bowlers. Just was nice enough to go down the lane and clear the pin out of the channel, so the bowlers have no distraction.
Marco has no losses, though, so Marco will be dropping to the
Right, to
bottom of
the
bracket.
non-winners. Right, Marco will go to the non-winners.
I gotta look at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kevin's remained clean there, Joe. He's bowling very well today. Wouldn't
When
expect.
doesn't he?
Right, wouldn't expect anything
Come on
less.
now.
Wouldn't expect anything less. Timmy McAuliffe on 43, a little high. Oh, all right. Got to fix that score. There you go.
Don't
This-
ask me.
No, I'm just saying the score registered an 8. Timmy got a 9. Little late reaction on the scoring mechanism. Timmy, it's changed now. He's got a 9. He left himself a 3-pin on 43. So we have an 8-pin difference here, Joe.
Yes. They come down to 10th grade,
Yes, it is, as we expected.
which we want.
Yes, we do. Timmy, dead center, right in the middle of the 3-pin. And Kevin Rourke just probably threw his worst shot of the day on 47. He left a 2, 4, 8, 10, but doesn't really matter because
He's safe, I think.
he's safe. Yep.
And Gary could actually shut out Timmy right now, Joe.
Yes, he can. Kevin Rourke going for it. He almost made it. Good attempt at it for Kevin.
With the backup ball off the right.
Yes, he
hand.
did. 179, and the best that Marco could do is 172.
So he shut out.
Yep.
So right here we have a possibility. If Gary could throw this one
Yep.
and 2,
Yep.
it would be over.
It would be. Big shot here on 44 for Gary. He got it, Joe. Got that first one. So strike up for young Mr. Recchia in the 9th.
strike here ends it.
Yep.
Just one, not even two. One.
Yep. Little shout out to our bowling legend from back in the day, Nelson Burton Jr. Right now would probably say something like, "It's time for him to take out the Sunday ball."
Yeah, this is going to be a Sunday
Yep.
ball right here.
And it is Sunday
And you
for
might,
those.
And you might even get a reaction.
That's right.
From Mr. Ricci.
You might.
He knows exactly. That's why he's taking extra time. if
You
you
might.
noticed.
You might get that reaction.
He's definitely looked at this putt many different ways.
Oh yeah. Yes, he has. Without the benefit of a caddy, I might add.
This could shut out Timmy. Let's see.
Yep, let's see. He's got what he wanted right up 5. Oh, my goodness, another 9-pin for Gary. A great shot again. He left a 9-pin. I think, I'll tell you what,
boy.
if the outcome doesn't go Gary's way here,
Oh boy.
he may be seeing that 9-pin in his sleep tonight because,
Timmy is signaling to his wife 2 strikes.
yes, told his lovely wife, Francesca, I need 2. Gary made the 9-pin. You know,
We overlooked. We were joking around here. If he missed that,
I know it.
but he made it.
He made it, yep, I know. A little shout out to the McAuliffes. The whole family is here rooting on Timmy.
Does anybody not a good bowler in that family?
No, the whole family just, they are, the bowling family, one of the elite bowling families on Staten Island. Definitely right up there with the Wilkinsons and the Larsons.
Gary still needs good count, though.
Yep.
Because, let's see, it's not.
Yep.
That's not.
Gary just left the bucket. Yep.
He's still going to need 2.
Yes. 177 for Gary. It's time for Timmy to get out the Sunday ball now, Joe. Get out the Sunday ball right here. This is what, you know what? A match like this is what the Masters is all about.
Yeah.
Right here. Right down to the nitty gritty.
Losers eliminated.
Yes. Timmy's got to have it.
That's good.
Oh.
Slightly high. Winner, Gary Ricci.
Gary Ricci wins. Timmy leaves a 4-pin, a hair high. Great shot, though, Tim. Great shot. So Gary, in spite of missing 2 single-pin spares that game, is going to go on to advance.
Against Marco.
Yep. Yep. Timmy threw a great shot, and the good sportsman that he is comes off the approach after his conversion with his hand extended for the handshake to Gary Ricci. Timmy is, if you look up the word gentleman in the dictionary, his picture is there.
You know, these kids from Susan Wagner are blessed.
Yes, I hope they realize it.
To have a
Yes.
guy leading the program
Yes.
that could teach them
Yep.
the technique that
Yep.
only a few have, which is him. You
That's
know,
right.
That's a great thing.
Timmy, I tell you, he's worked wonders with those kids. And I'll tell you one thing that they did this year, the Wagner team that won the PSAL, no seniors.
Wow.
So they're going to be around.
dangerous.
Yeah, they're going to be around for a while. Yep, with Timmy at the helm. Good run by Tim. That's a great match. 7 pins. 7 pins. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. Good match by these two. Timmy, that's a great match.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
He can't hear you.
Oh, can't hear. No. I was talking to Timmy. You know what? Perhaps we can get Timmy on to talk about his run
Show
today.
business isn't easy, Joe.
No, it's not.
You know how
Certainly
it is.
isn't. I know.
Right, Mike? Show
Yeah.
business isn't easy, you know?
No, it's not. I mean, I
Only
do.
a select few.
I do work in television for real as a career. Been at ABC 38 and a half years, happy to say. ABC's been very, very good to me and my family. There are days, though, working in television is not all it's cracked up to be. But for the most part, it's been a blessing, I have to say. So. All right, so we got Marco on lane 42, Joe, going for the 7-pin. And Marco has flagged it, unfortunately. Marco, to me, looked like he drifted with his feet a little bit, and the ball went into the channel. But he'll bounce back.
The pizza's good.
The pizza's good. The beets is good. Yep. The eggplant rolls, the chicken rolls, everything's good from Gennaro's here at Rab's Country Lanes. The snack bar with Marco's wife Tina and the girls, second to none. especially those toasted corn muffins on Saturday morning.
Sounds good.
Good deal. Good deal. Gary Recchia up now on 41, I'm sorry. On 41, Gary. Let's see if he'll stay on the line he's been on, Joe. Is he going to give some room for the breakdown, maybe?
Also bowled on this pair.
Yep.
That was left, though.
That was left. He off his hand left. 4-7, 4-6-7 split.
My man Jimmy bringing back
The sheet.
updated version.
Updated step ladder sheet.
Still stuck at 2/200.
Yep. Jim, could you do me a favor? Ask Timmy if he'd like to be a guest interview during the match. Ask Timmy if he'd like to be a guest interview. Come on. You want to come on and talk? When you're ready.
A couple of questions.
Yeah, just a couple of questions for you, Tim. We're going to get the microphone for you. Watch the wire. We don't want to see you get hurt.
Stand right here.
You did very well, by the way.
Thanks a lot.
Tim, congrats.
All right.
As always, Tim, we wouldn't expect anything less. See if that microphone's on.
Check, check.
Check, it's on. So, Timmy, we just want to ask you a couple of questions. Great job, as always. We wouldn't expect anything less from Timmy McAuliffe Jr., but you made a great shot there. We knew you had to have a double, and you left a 4-pin. How confident were you when that ball came off your hand?
Well, double's a lot to ask for.
Yeah,
But,
on this condition, yeah.
When I released that shot, I knew it was in a touch. I just absolutely knew it, and I was praying to the bowling gods that it would just push just enough.
Right.
But it didn't. I made a clean shot, but just in a little bit, and it wasn't good enough.
Well, you know what, Timmy, though, you made a good shot, and we've referred to the bowling gods a lot today.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes they smile on you, and sometimes they don't. Yep.
Only 2/200s today.
Wow.
I think Gary shot 2-0 and John D shot 230. Other than that, everybody sub 200. Susan Wagner, congrats, by the way. I don't want to forget that.
Oh, thanks so much.
Congratulations on the
Yeah,
title.
those boys were fantastic this year.
They were. Well, they have a good coach. So, Tim, as always, your family was here supporting you. How does that make you feel? It gives you a little more incentive, right?
Oh, I absolutely love it. I love success. I love that they could be a part of it.
Yep.
You know, I hope I don't let them down, but
No,
I'll
never.
get them next time, I guess.
Never. They're proud of you always. You know that. It's just a shame your brother Sean just missed getting in.
Oh, I know.
Or we would have had the McAuliffe brothers again, Joe.
The McAuliffe brothers are usually part of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
So when I saw it originally, yesterday, I was not surprised.
Yep.
Then when I walked in today, and someone said that Sean got knocked out, you know, of course I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Sean, I root for Sean.
Right.
And he would have been a lot to handle today.
Yeah, he
because of his
would have been.
versatility.
Right.
I don't know if he would have been playing the same line as you. I probably would have said that maybe he would have been more right.
You
were much more left than I thought today.
Yeah, it's the best thing I could do with my aim. I mean, I just had to create somewhere where I can get it through and get it back.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not like I had a good spot as far as missing one way or
Right.
another. But I just felt like when I made a perfect shot, I would strike from there.
Right.
And as far as Sean goes, he was grinding it out yesterday. He bowled relatively well in the first set, and he was sick as a dog.
Yeah. Huh?
So that didn't help
Yeah.
at all. Not to make excuses, but
Yeah, because I went to shake his hand before and he said,
Yeah,
backed
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
quarantines.
Yeah. He's yeah.
But I guess it was a good break not to have to face him. You know, maybe I would have placed a little lower if he were here.
Well, you don't know. You guys always go at it head to head pretty good. You guys are pretty good going at it head to head. But so Timmy, before we let you go, you know, I know we're all friends here. You're friends with all the guys that you competed with today. Give us your who do you think right now has the edge right now? Gary, Marco, Kevin Rourke.
Oh boy, that's a tough one.
I know.
I mean, it's easy to go with Kevin because he's undefeated right now.
Right.
But he definitely has the best approach to what he's doing on the lanes.
Right.
I like the way he's throwing, the way he's playing. He is super athletic. We know he can go.
Oh yeah.
We know he can bowl. Yeah, he's and now he has a plastic ball to shoot 10 pins. So now he's
He finally invested. He finally invested in one. Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to give Kevin the edge. But as far as these two guys go right here, Gary's tough, defending champ.
Yep.
You know, keeping it in play every shot.
That's right.
And he's bowling to his niche. He likes it out there.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
You know?
He does.
And so, you know, that gives him a pretty good chance. And then Marco, his only miss he can't make is left.
Right.
Because when he does, he misses the headpin and he knows it.
Right.
Because when he was bowling me, his miss is right. He was able to hit the headpin, cross and strike.
Right.
So he can make two out of three shots.
Right.
A good one or a little right, and he has a chance to do well.
Yep.
So
That's
he's
right.
going to be tough as well.
That's right. Yep.
One last question. Is the most frustrating thing on this pattern is when you hit the 1-3 flush and you don't carry, it's like almost like throwing a split on a regular house shot.
100%.
It hurts.
100%. I left I left one ring 10 and one blower 7. The 7 came against Marco, and I missed it, which
Right.
cost me the match 100%.
That's right.
If that strikes, I believe I'm bowling Kevin in the championship, or I'm undefeated. I
Right.
really, going 2 games back.
Right.
That's how big that
One shot.
carry was.
Right. One shot.
So yeah, it is gut wrenching.
Yeah.
When you hit the pocket and you do not strike.
And you don't get the reward. Yeah.
And God forbid your opponent does something
Right.
other than hit the pocket and strikes. But you're not even bowling an opponent out here. You're bowling yourself.
You're
in the
bowling
condition.
yourself in
It's
the pattern.
unbelievable.
Right. That's right. Perfectly said, Tim. You're bowling against the pattern, not so much your opponent.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, Timmy, thanks as always, bud.
Tim.
I
You know,
appreciate it.
you know we're proud of you always,
And
and
you
you're a
guys are-
gentleman.
You guys are a great Chris and Bo, I'll tell you.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. You
Thank
were made
you.
for this.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We're better back here than we are on the lane, so we're better off.
And good luck to the 3 guys left. They're all worthy champions.
Thank you, Tim. You've spoken like a gentleman. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, kid. We appreciate it.
McAuliffe,
One of the best on Staten Island.
future Hall of Famer.
Yes, sir. Indeed. All right, so back to the match with Marco and Gary. This is a grind right now, Joe B.
If anybody's walking by non-bowling,
Yeah.
they're probably like, we should challenge these two.
Yeah. Guess again, folks. They're bowling on a very difficult pattern, which has been blown up now on 41-2. This is like the 4th or 5th match on the pair today. So the pair is pretty much blown to bits, and it's not easy right now for either one of these guys. Marco yanked that a little bit. He got lucky, though. He crossed back over to Brooklyn again. Another run to the
He
pizzeria.
loves paying tolls.
That's
this
it.
guy.
He loves going back to Gravesend to the pizzeria in Brooklyn. He just went over the bridge again. But, you know, sometimes you yank it and get away with it. Makes up for all the corner pin wraps that you might get.
Just an update, Joe. Eating at my mom's after this.
Oh, very nice. I
So,
like it, yeah.
I'm not going to lie, Mom, if you're listening. That has crossed my mind
Yeah,
more
nice.
than once.
Mrs. B,
Yes.
your son is hungry. So whip up some good pasta. I'm sure you do. Maybe some chicken cutlets or veal cutlets, and it'll be a good day at the Bruno household. Very good. I'm eating home today, Joe. My wife Heidi is going to put together some eggplant parmesan with some pasta.
Sounds good.
We'll
Oh,
open-
Heidi.
Yeah, we'll open a bottle of wine, and I'll watch the Jets probably lose by 30. But although they're playing the Titans today, so
The
they
Heidi
got
game.
the Heidi game. That's right.
Heidi game.
Yes, and of course the Jets lost that
Was
one
that
too.
Jets Raiders, right?
Jets Raiders, and the Jets lost that one too. Yes, they did. So yep, but, you know, those are our football teams, folks. Anyway, Gary Ritchie shooting at the 5 pin on
Gary's starting to
41.
get in Gary Ritchie's frustration.
Yeah,
he's
you can
gotta
see it.
stay
He's getting
grounded.
He's getting a little frustrated now, but he's stayed within himself there to convert the spare. Gary only has 1 strike this match to Marco's 2. And Gary right now is up by 7.
So Gary came up high.
Yeah.
3, possibly 4 shots
Yeah,
in this match so far. 2 things could be happening. Where he's playing is now, there is oil missing. He's used it.
that's right.
And now the ball's starting to grab the lane early.
Yes,
And like we said, there's not a lot of room for error. So
None.
if it's grabbing early and exiting the back of the pad and left, it's not going to sit anymore.
that's right.
It's just going to come up high.
That's right.
So he's either got to go firmer.
He did there a little.
So that
Yeah.
didn't come up high.
Yep, he did, but he tripped
lost,
the 4.
He lost that one board hold.
Yes,
That
Yep.
could be. It's going to come into play now. He's got to figure something out.
he threw that ball harder. Gary doesn't really throw the ball very hard, but he piped that one up there and he tripped the 4.
So I don't know if he could step slightly left.
I don't think he can.
And start it right. He
Yeah.
has to play it
He
straight
has
up.
to stay right and he has to stay straight. If he goes left, he's going to buy trouble. And here's Marco. That looked good off his hand. Great shot, but he couldn't kick the 6. Hair high for Marco. That looked great off his hand, but it came a hair high at the end and he left the 6. The bowling fans are still pouring in here.
The bowling
The
community.
bowling community is here.
It's
The
huge.
bowling community. Kevin Rourke sits in the back with a beverage. I'm not sure if it's an adult beverage, but it's a beverage. Sitting in the back waiting to see who his opponent will be. As Marco converts the 6 pin. And right now we have still a 7 pin difference right now.
It's wide open.
It is. It's anybody's match right now as we start the 7th
Another
frame.
weird thing too, Joe, is the final 4.
Yeah,
We had 4 different spots on the lane being played.
that's right.
You had Gary playing 5.
That's right.
you had Marco on the left side alone.
That's right.
Kevin was around 15.
Yep.
Maybe 16 or 17. And Timmy was around 20.
That's right.
So 4 different locations.
Marco trips the 6 this time. Great shot. He tripped it. He got what he needed. I'll tell you what, Joe, how about a shout out to our Draft League mates doing the work here today out on the lanes. The Draft League very well represented today.
Yes, they are. The
Right.
Draft League, yes.
Yep, very well represented. Our Scratch League on Monday nights here at Rabs Country Lanes. And again, draft tomorrow night, the B-Bowlers draft, which means, Joe, everyone from our show tomorrow night, the Monday Night Live at the Draft League, me, you, Kenny Soto, Matt Koplowitz, Tony the Hound Dog Everett.
We all can't wind up on the same team.
Right, we're all drafting because we're all B-Bowlers. Gary, great shot, and he does not get the 7 to go. And he voiced a little displeasure there, a little frustration.
Good shot by Gary.
Great shot, didn't get the 7 pin to go. Very good shot, though. He sent about 3 pins over there. They all hit it, and it didn't go down. Yeah, Gary just mouthed, wow, like I can't believe that didn't go down. That was a great shot.
Gary will make this.
Yeah, let's give him the 7 pin.
And speaking of Monday night,
Yes,
this week in the Draft League, still number 1, Gary missed
I think we just mushed him again. He flagged the 7 pin. Yep, put ourselves in the bathroom.
Still not over.
No, it's not over. Even though Gary whiffed on that 7 pin, he's got to get himself composed, and he's got to hit the reset button right now because this match is not anywhere near being over.
So still number 1, Joe.
Yes, on Monday nights, top-rated bowling show.
Bowling show on the internet.
Yes, I like to think in the country, maybe worldwide. Yeah, we are. Definitely, without a doubt. But tomorrow night, we have to do a quick hit because we'll be in the war room, as we said. So quick hit tomorrow night.
A few members of our league said they don't want to be on camera with their materials
I know.
out for the draft.
Yeah, they're a little nervous about
You
that.
know how,
the cheat notes.
You know, the cheat notes.
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Yep.
You know, that's going to be left.
Gary's crossing. Gary just threw an ugly strike, but a strike is a strike.
It's funny that a shot like that could strike.
Yeah.
And the 7 pin doesn't go down.
That's right. He threw a great shot where the 7 didn't go, proceeds to miss it, and then throws one on the cross, and they all go down, and that's bowling for you, folks. That's bowling.
What I've done, Joe,
Yes.
for my draft prep,
Yeah.
is I don't write the guy's name down. I use a special code.
Oh, there you go.
So if anyone's looking over my shoulder,
Yeah.
they're not going to pick up on it.
Right, like hieroglyphics.
Yes.
Right.
Right, on the pyramids.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's it. Right. Great shot by Marco. 6
So
pin.
Marco is starting to collect 6 pins. But the good part,
They're
it's
makeable. Right, they're makeable. And Kevin Rourke is now getting up. As they used to say on the Saturday broadcast on ABC, Joe, the sound you hear off to your left
Yes,
is the
they
bowler
used to say
practicing. Yes.
Exactly
right.
right.
The
They used
sound
to
you
say
hear
that.
off to your left is the bowler practicing for the next match.
So Kevin basically is hitting a small bucket.
That's right. He's hitting
On the driving
That's
range.
right. He's at the range with a small bucket, getting loose. Or as Bo Burton used to say, the sound you hear on your left is Ernie Schlegel practicing for his next match.
Did I ever tell you about the time I went to the outing and I was so excited about playing in the morning? I told you this one?
Yes, I think you
Oh,
did. Go ahead. You can
sorry.
say it anyway. Go ahead. You can say
I
it
was
anyway.
so excited about getting to the outing. You
Yep.
know, you're all in the car. You
Yeah,
can't
you're
wait. You take
ready
the
to go.
plugs
Yeah.
out. You can't
You're
wait.
ready to go.
Everything is paid for. They hand you the token
Yep.
at the driving range.
Yep.
I wanted to be first. I ran over to it. I never put the bucket underneath.
Oh, and the balls came flying out.
Ooh.
Marco almost
Marco
tripped the
through the
7.
face.
Yep. Almost tripped the 7. So you
So,
forgot to put the
I
bucket.
never put the bucket underneath. I put the token in the machine, and the balls were bouncing.
Bouncing all over
the
Snake
place,
Hill
and
Road.
The rest of the outing was like, look at this guy. He probably never played before. I was running after them.
But at least you were excited to get there. That's the main thing.
Did he make this?
Marco
Yes.
converts the 7 pin. Yep, took something off it. He killed a shot, made the 7 pin.
But that's what golf does to you.
Right. Yes. Yes. You can't wait to get there. All right, so we got Marco converts the 7 pin. Back-to-back spares for Marco. Gives him right now 124 in the 8th with a
4
spare up in
pins.
the 9th. 4 pins. Yep.
This is going to be close, folks.
Yep. Gary Ritchie up in the 9th right now.
Winner advances to bowl against Kevin Rourke.
Kevin
in the
Rourke.
Final
Yep.
loser goes home.
That's right. Gary right at 5. Good shot. Doesn't get the 9 to go. He had the 4-9. A little hair high. Tripped the 4. He's got the 9 pin. So let's give him the spare. He'll be down by 4. He's going to need
That was a hair high.
just a hair high. Yeah,
Hair.
maybe less than a hair high. Possibly less than a hair high. Uh-oh.
I don't know what he's doing.
He got it. That didn't look good off his hand. He yanked it a little bit, but he had the plastic ball there, so he was able to just touch it and make it.
The sound you hear off to the left.
Kevin Rourke practicing is the sound.
That's so good.
The pinfall you hear off to your left. Kevin Rourke practicing for the finals, for the championship. I have the McAuliffe family off to my right here watching the match. I have
Don't forget Christian Ruiz.
Christian Ruiz from Country Pro
Christian
Shop
Ruiz.
is here.
Johnny Drabzik.
Johnny D is still hanging around. All right. Gary needs to have a big 10th frame here. He got that ball a little out more, Joe, a little towards the channel, and he tripped the 2-pin from behind. Gary tripped the 2-pin.
Is that called the even out, Joe?
That's the even out. He might need one more to even out for the 9-pin and the 7-pin that he left, but he got that ball a hair right of 5, and he was able to trip the 2-pin.
Here's where we are, folks. If Gary throws this one, it will force Marco to throw a double.
Right.
Okay.
That's what we got.
That's what we know.
That's what we got.
And like we said, doubles hard to come by, as Timmy just said.
Yep.
So this strike is huge.
All right. Shot of the day right here, Joe.
It's got to sit.
And he does it.
Big.
Gary gets up in the 10th frame like the true defending champion that he is and doubles, forcing Marco to step up in the 10th and perform himself. So this match, definitely one of the better matches today. Grind back and forth. Each guy missed a single pin spare. Each guy threw a split. But they're grinding it out.
As long as he keeps it on the lane, hits the head,
Right.
he'll be all right. which
Gary
did.
moves. He
So
moves
he's
his
gonna be
feet.
170.
170 for Gary. Triple in the 10th frame. Again, like the true defending champ.
Marco needs a double.
Marco acknowledging that and giving Gary a quick fist bump on the way off the approach. Big finish by Gary. So Marco knows what he needs, Joe. Kevin Rourke with his equipment in his hand walks by. Marco,
Winner Gary Recchia.
Gary Recchia. Marco leaves the 6-10, which means Gary Recchia is going to have a chance to defend his title.
A good effort by Marco.
Great
Recchia.
effort. Great effort by
Third
Marco.
place.
Yep. Great effort by
Nothing to
Marco.
be, hang your head about.
No.
Tremendous effort.
That's right.
And we're looking at Gary versus Kevin in the final. Which
Yep.
is,
Pretty
good final.
Pretty good final. The defending champion against one of the hottest bowlers in the house right now. So Kevin and Gary are going to meet in the championship, and they're going to get 2 practice balls each.
Bring anybody else in.
I don't know.
Thanks, buddy.
I want to see if Marco.
You want to see if maybe Marco wants to come in? Let's see. We'll see. I mean, if he doesn't want it, it's okay. He might have to go to work. I mean, he does. The guy is technically working today. He does own the concession and the pizzeria here. So, see if he wants to come on. Joe, you got my phone? Thank you. Where you going? Don't give me my phone. Thank you.
Get him.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mike. Marco.
He's going to come on. Give him the mic. We good? All right, so folks, we're bringing in Marco Recchia, who is going to have a 3rd place finish here at the Masters today. And a little side note on my friend Marco. Yesterday morning, we were talking. He was behind a pizzeria making some abits, and he wasn't sure he was going to bowl. He had a change of heart. He did, and I'll bet you he's glad he did because he had a great run here. He bowled fantastic. He lost to last year's defending champion. No shame in that, Marco.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Actually, it was a great day overall. Like Joe said, I had no intentions on bowling this morning. Everybody knows we're getting a rut. And, you know, we can't break 650 or 670.
Yeah, we know.
Why am I going against the big guns today?
You're talking to two guys who know that too. Yep.
So, it's a tough field out there today. I mean, you know, I didn't know what I was coming into. But just focused, throw the ball, see what happened, let it go.
No, you did fine, Marco.
Well,
you made us proud, bud.
We'll make you feel better. There was 2 200s thrown today. Gary shot 204, and John Drabzik shot 230. That's it. And that's how difficult it was out there. And we were watching you. I mean, if you got the ball up, it was crossing, it was going through the face, or if you were leaving it light. There was just a 2-board mistake area.
Yeah, it was very minimum. I mean, you had to be precise. I mean, every shot had to be consistent.
Right.
You go too far left, you're outside 5, outside 7, you're done.
No room for error.
Yeah.
No room for error.
And in turn, more difficult spares are being left because you're missing the head pin. We're not leaving 6 pins and 4 pins anymore. Now you're leaving harder stuff. You miss them.
That's right.
You leave a split. You know, and you can't double anymore. You can't get back in the match with 3 in a row because you can't throw 3 in a row.
Right.
That's why it's so hard. But you did great today, by the way.
You
Third
did great,
place.
Marco.
Thank you very much.
You did. And you know what, Marco? I'd like to think that this is the start of you now getting back to the Marco that we know. I think you're going to start to smack him on Monday nights. I wish you luck in the draft tomorrow night because you're going to be drafting. And I have a good feeling that in the over 50 pots, I'm going to be paying this guy a lot because I think he's going to start throwing the ball like the good old Marco that we know.
Well, I got to go see Jim now. He's got to cash me out.
Oh, there you go.
Some ice on my shoulder because I'm pretty much done.
Marco, you did great for the over 50 guys.
Thank you very much.
That's a great job,
Thanks,
bud.
Marco,
Thanks,
for coming
Marco.
on.
Thank you. You're the man. All right, folks, championship match. Here we go. We got Gary Recchia, Kevin Rourke, 43-4. Joe, ball change. Ball change for Gary. He made, I don't know, 3, 6, 9, 10.
When we were talking to Marco, I wasn't.
We didn't
notice.
watch Gary practice.
I didn't watch him practice.
Definitely
But what
had a
he's
ball
really
change.
searching for is the look. Is the look that he's had. So
Yes.
he's going to try and maybe shell down or something weaker.
Yep. That's right.
To regain the same look he had, because that look that he had with that ball is not there anymore.
That's right. It's totally gone. So yeah, he had he went with his gut, made a choice he felt was the right choice, and he just doesn't convert the very difficult 3, 6, 9, 10 conversion. He leaves the 9 pin in the back.
It's not an easy spare.
Not at all. Not at all. So Kevin Rourke now will get up and throw his first shot of the championship match. And again, Kevin bowling against the defending champion, so he has his hands full, even though he's been bowling lights out today. Not an easy match. Through the face, Joe. Kevin leaves the 3, 6.
Kevin made a ball change to the same ball he's had.
Yep,
He
that's right. Yeah, he's using the same ball since I think last April. But he left the 6, 9, 10 again. Not an easy conversion. Got a quick Kevin Rourke story for you, Joe.
I got one too.
Yeah, he just missed the spare, but this match is not going to be easy because, as I said earlier, the pair is blown up now. This is like the 5th match on this pair, so it's going to be tough for these guys to throw strikes, and they're going to have to concentrate on their spares. But quick thing about Kevin, a quick story. A couple of years ago, when Kevin was bowling on Tuesday nights in the Rab Wilkinson Memorial League, he came into the bowling alley, and he, for whatever reason that night, didn't have a ball, didn't have his stuff. He goes in the pro shop, takes one of Ray Larson's bowling balls.
Yes.
Goes out and shoots like a 300 with it and like a 7 whatever series.
Yeah, that was the same story that I was going to tell.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry I stole your thunder.
But the funny part is to grab somebody else's equipment.
Yeah.
To say this will work.
I think this looks good.
Then
yeah.
and then go out and shoot 750.
Yeah,
and
have a perfect game. And it was Ray Larson's ball. So they obviously have the same span, or they did a couple of years ago. And just a quick shout out.
It could never be exact.
Never exact.
It was close enough.
Close enough. Right, it was close enough. Just a quick shout out to our buddy Ray Larson. Hope he's feeling well. And Ray, hopefully you get back on the lanes real soon, bud. And
yes, looking forward to that.
Continued speedy recovery to him. He's in our thoughts and prayers always. And we're still fortunate that Ray comes down on Monday nights and watches, supports his league, That is, I'd like to think the league is his baby, and he's here on Monday nights to support, and we'll get him back on the lane soon. Gary Recchia, good shot on 44. He made another ball change, though.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he's going 43, 44 different, but he might have threw that other one and said, forget this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play around.
Yeah,
he's either going to go firmer.
Right.
Which that kind of looked, what is it? You look like it was 15.6 on the
was.
speed, which is a little quicker.
15.6.
Country Pro Shop, top sponsor of this week in the draft
league. Top sponsor of this week in the draft league, along with Gennaro's Pizza and Lowe's.
Yeah. Yes,
Lowe's Bowler of the Week.
No sheet, no standings.
No sheet,
right,
no
Mike?
standings. Mike Giovanazzo, a little hidden message for all our draft league bowlers that know. No sheet, no standings, no soup for you.
Oh,
Gary Recchia.
Gary just pured 2 shots in a row.
Great shot on 43. He did pure that, Joe. It's a perfect term for that. He pured it. Good shot. Big double. Puts the pressure on Kevin early in this match.
Gary's talking to somebody. No one is answering.
It's John Drabczyk.
He's talking out loud. Okay,
He's talking to Johnny Drabczyk. I think John's telling him he should have had his 300 the game. He bowled 230.
Should have had him all.
Should have had him, John. That's all right. That's what makes John the guy that he is. Kevin Rourke needed that one right there to put, to throw something back at Gary, but he leaves a stone 10 pin. Kevin's still looking for his first strike this match.
10 pin match so far.
Yeah,
folks.
Yep.
Very early.
Oh, Kevin just flagged the 10 pin, folks. Looked like he let up a little bit on that, and he hit the dry that's out there, and the ball ran. Flagged the 10. You don't see Kevin Rourke miss 10 pins, but unfortunately he did here. So he needs to get on the strike train real quick.
Kevin is undefeated to this point.
Yes.
So
yes,
for the listeners at home, he needs to be beaten twice.
Right. Good shot by Kevin. Just came back and crushed the rack and threw a television strike right there. He got deeper with his feet. I think he moved a little left, but he knows that 10-pin leave on 44, it actually should have been a strike, and then he flagged it, so bad situation became worse, but he follows up with a strike.
What people forget is the oil pattern also matters on the spares. So,
absolutely.
People are missing more spares because they are not getting help from friction on the outside to, maybe you could hook it a spare.
That's right.
You don't have that anymore.
No, you don't.
You don't have that safety valve.
No.
Or if you're a righty and you leave a 7-pin, you could use the friction on the right side to hook it. You can't do that anymore.
Right. Well, Gary went way up the channel there, Joe. Oh, my God. That was not a good shot. That might have been Gary's worst shot of the day. Actually, he hit about 2 board, and the ball just slid down the lane. That leave is...
he might have been better off actually going in the gutter.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well...
He just threw a 5-count, folks. It's a very tough leave. He left the 1, 5, 7, 8, 9.
It's a lot of numbers, Joe.
Yes, it is. He almost converted it, though. He just left the 7.
Try.
Great try. 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. Not something you see every day, and he almost converted it.
So not only does Gary open, the 5 count adds almost like a second open. So Gary actually lost his double on that, Joe.
Yes, he did.
Because he went 5-4. So it's almost like he never doubled.
That's right. All right, Gary, now that's a better shot, Joe. Oh, the ball jumped. It looks so good off his hand. Oh, my God. Wow, that ball looks so good off his hand. And the last second it jumped, and he left the Greek church. Wow. I can't, wow, I got to tell you, that ball really jumped at the last second. Wow. Well, that's not the kind of church Gary wanted to go to on Sunday.
So Gary went from pure in 2 shots to 2
5 counts on the first
terrible
ball.
shots.
Yeah, back to back.
It's still not out.
No. But you can't give Kevin that opening, Can't give Kevin an opening like that. Let's see what he does with it. Kevin, not an easy spare. The 3, 6, 9, 10. He just left.
I just got a note from the booth
Yes.
into my headset.
Okay.
The average of all today's scores combined is 176.
Wow.
Which is super low. This is a group of bowlers that average upwards of 220. Easily.
Yep.
So we're looking at 176 today.
Good conversion by Kevin.
With the high game being Johnny Drabzik. He shot 230, like we pointed out. There was a low game of 130. I forgot who it was. And like I said before, only 2 scores over, you want to call it par for our sport.
That's right. That was a big conversion by Kevin.
So Kevin's going to move up 7.
Right.
And Kevin only has to win once, Joe.
That's right. He wins once, and
if Kevin wins once, I'm eating at my mom's.
There you go.
If Gary wins, I'm going to have to say, Mom, I'll be about a half hour late.
Oh, Kevin just nutted the pocket and left a 9-pin. Great shot. Left a 9-pin. Again, Joe, carry is at a premium right now.
Oh, boy.
Right?
That's tough right there.
That's a tough leave, that 9-pin. He put everything into that shot. Kevin, that shot was a handful.
He's always had a good demeanor.
Yeah, always.
You know?
Well, he's an athlete. He's one of those guys that no matter what sport, he picks it up. You can't tell if he shot 290 or 190 from his demeanor.
Yeah.
Very even keeled.
Former Newdorf Central hockey.
Yes.
Great.
That's right. A high school hockey star, which probably is why he's such a good golfer. Just putting that out there.
No, I think Mike King taught him.
And he learned from the school of Mike King.
He went to the Mike King University.
Yes, that's right. Mike King University. Mike King, another great...
what do you think you got to get in the SAT to get into Mike King University?
I don't know. You got to score high. Mike King,
1350?
another all-around great athlete. Yeah. Mike King, if you're out there watching and listening, come on down, Mike, and say hello on one of the Monday nights. You know everybody down here. Everyone would love to see you. Come on by. Last time I saw Mike was on the driving range at Lotterette about a month ago. Oh, Gary bounced that plastic ball, but he converts the 6, 9, 10. Another leave. We've said, Joe, 2, 4, 10s today. The 6, 9, 10s today. A lot of those leaves.
A lot of double wood. A lot of head pin misses.
Yes.
Washes.
Yep.
The tough thing is I do that on the Monday night shot.
Yes, we do that on the regular house shot.
Right, Mike? That's a problem.
Yes, Mikey is one of the better C bowlers in the league.
Oh, Mikey's not going to be around when I draft.
And he's saying, I hope these two clowns don't, I hope not one of them pick me because, you know.
Mikey actually wins this league. We just hang out.
Yeah, we got to ride his coattails to win the league.
Yeah, we're just on the show.
Yeah, we got to ride Mike Gio's coattails to win the league. Although we won't say what happened last year in week 36. Somebody cost Mike and Sean a title. It's the guy right here. Oh, my God.
Nah, that's
anyway,
not true.
That was my worst night of the year.
So what?
I came up very small on a big night, and I still owe those guys.
Yeah, but how about getting to that point?
I know. I had a
Why
few
does everybody
700s.
overlook that?
I had a few 700s back-to-back the weeks before that, but the night of the championship, I think I left my equipment on Highland Boulevard. But
Some
anyway.
nights I think about leaving it on.
Yeah. There was
right on the corner.
Yeah. Yeah. Gary, unfortunately, just whiffed on the 10-pin, folks. So Gary's at 97 in the 7th frame after flagging the 10-pin.
Kevin, after these 2 shots, could go up 20.
Yes. Big shots right here. Oh, that's a good shot. 9-pin. All right. He got it off his hand good. 9-pin lead for Kevin. So give him the spare, and he'll be up by 17. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Give him the spare. He's up by 17. Yep.
17 and running out of time for Gary.
Yep.
We're moving into the 8th frame.
Yep. Spare for Kevin. So Gary's going to have to get up in the 8th and 9th, and he really is going to want to have to go strike to keep this final match going or advancing into yet another match because, as we said, Kevin has to be beaten twice. So... Kevin Rourke, he got it out there. He threw a great shot, folks. He got it right out to the break point, out at 10.
Beautiful shot.
Those dark boards that we always look at down the lane.
Yep.
Those indicators over 10. Kevin got that ball 15 out to 10, right into the pocket. Great shot. Blew the rack out. So he has a 17-pin lead on Gary. Gary's going to need to strike right here. Joe, you know who else we actually missed today is Rob Butler with his Met spare ball. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Gary went back to the other ball, Joe.
Yeah.
And he went off the channel. He went like 2 board, and he threw a great shot in the pocket.
Was Rob on the leaderboard?
Rob bowled yesterday. I believe he came back again this morning, but yeah, no, he was on the board, but not. He, didn't. I'm sure he made his best effort as he always does, but the bowling gods didn't smile on him today.
Oh God.
Rob Butler and his Met plastic spare ball. So Gary throws the strike he needed in the 8th. He really needs another one here, Joe.
Oh, well, this is huge right here.
This is huge. He went back up the ditch.
It's not flipping over.
No, he couldn't get that ball to hook. It looks like 43 is a little tighter down lane.
Just never turned over.
No, ball never flipped, never read the lane, and he leaves himself to 2-4.
20.
Yep,
Something.
20 pins. Going to be 20 plus. Gary, I think, is going to run out of time here. Kevin's just going to have to stay clean.
That's it.
All right, give Gary the 2-4 conversion.
So if Kevin stays clean, we are looking at the 2018 Masters champion.
Yep.
Staying clean.
Yep.
Spare.
Kevin Rourke. Getting up on 44. He knows what he has to do. Kevin's all business, as we said earlier in the broadcast.
Or he can make it a lot easier with a double.
Yes, he could. He crossed, folks. He just went across on the left-handed side. He called out to his buddy Marco Recchia and said, "Marco, where are you?" Marco's standing right off our left shoulders right here, rooting for his friend Kevin. He's asking me, I think Marco, that's possible. Marco just came back in the booth and said, "I think Kevin wants to split the money with me." That's possible.
I'll push that for you.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, Marco. We're gonna see if Kevin wants to maybe split some of the scuttle with you today, some of the winnings.
Mark, it's a win. It's over.
Yep. Well, all right. Well, Kevin leaves himself a 6-pin. Ball went through the head, but he got a couple of breaks there and leaves the 6. So, I think Gary Ritchie knows that his run is over, and he's going to pass the crown on to Kevin Rourke. Or Kevin just flagged.
He's still good.
Kevin just flagged the 6-pin for
He's still good.
171, but he's still good, right? Yep. The best Gary could do is 167 going out the door. So
correct.
Kevin missed that 6-pin. He actually would have converted the 10-pin there, but he
like we were
sailed
talking
by the
about
6.
before. You see how there was no help.
Right.
You know, it just
The ball just slid right off the
slid
lane. The ball just slid.
So we got Kevin Rourke, winner.
Kevin Rourke, winner.
Masters champion.
Winner of
Kevin
the
Rourke.
2018 Staten Island USBC Masters here at Rab's Country Lanes is Kevin Rourke. Getting congratulations from Timmy McAuliffe Jr. and John Drapchick.
Getting congratulations from other bowling purists.
That's right.
Who love the low scores.
That's right.
Who love the tough condition.
That's right.
Not surprised though. Kevin was the top seed.
Yep.
He had a nice look.
Yep.
He makes spares.
He did.
And Gary bowled great too.
Gary bowled good today. The carry was just not, the bowling gods weren't on Gary's side a little bit today, but Gary threw the ball good. A few bad shots here and there like everybody else, but yeah. So Gary turns the crown over to Kevin Rourke, new champion.
Gary, a question?
You want to come in the booth, Gary?
I don't know if I could bowl any worse.
No, you
not
did
true at all.
fine. Not true. Not true. We saw from back here. You're fine. No. All right, we got Gary Ritchie, folks, the runner-up of the 2018 SRU USBC Masters. Gary, you put on a good exhibition today. Don't beat yourself up. The bowling gods really did not smile on you too much today. You had a lot of raps out there. We saw from sitting back here. So give us your take.
Too many missed spares. I must have missed 5 or 6 single pin spares, especially in the last game.
Right.
They're tough. Probably 2 or 3, 4 more feet of oil than last year.
Yep.
Which really affects, especially the heads as they break down. You have to either move left try to belly around it or maybe pipe it up the ditch with some maybe curl weak.
Makes a difference.
Really tough at the end.
Yep.
Tough shot, not easy at all.
Nope.
We
great bowling to Kevin.
Very good. No, you threw the ball well today. You
threw the ball good.
You had a nice look where no one else was. We know that you feel comfortable out there. We also noticed that you were starting to lose that hold that you had. You tried to make a ball change, maybe roll the dice, maybe gamble. Maybe you were trying to shell down. I don't know if you were trying to get a little weaker there.
I was trying to move like 3 right and pipe it up
Right.
the ditch harder.
Throw it harder, right?
But
Yeah. Yep.
there's absolutely no room. The one I
Right.
threw the 5 count, I didn't hit it and I missed a little out.
Yeah,
And,
That's all it takes.
Which you also did the same thing on 41. It was just a miss at the bottom.
Then hit at the bottom.
And then this one here on 43, the one you really needed, just never turned over.
Right.
It was just, there was not a lot of room. By the way, two 200s
There were
today.
only 200s today. You had one of them.
The turning point in the match was the 2 5 counts by me.
Right.
Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the Greek Church. I missed a little in and didn't hold balls dead.
I thought off your hand. I thought that was. It looked. I thought it was a strike off your hand.
And you
Looked
went
good.
perfect
Yep.
on 44 and 43. 2 pured.
Yeah.
And then the miss. And then the Greek Church, which
Yeah.
he liked. And
I
then all
liked
of a
that
sudden-
I liked it too.
Yeah.
He liked it.
I really did.
I thought it was good off my hand too.
I was shocked.
Really touchy out there, especially now. Breakdown very spotty.
Yep.
Not easy at all.
No, but hey, Gary, listen. That's
Defending
why
champ.
That's why you were the
It
defending
is what it
champ,
is.
kid. That's why you're the defending champ.
Thanks,
Good
Gary.
job. Thanks for coming on. Thank you, Gary. Good bowling today.
Could you get Kevin for us?
We got to get the champ up here. He said he's never going to come on a show. We got you, Kev. Good job, bud.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
buddy. Congrats.
Congratulations. Kevin Rourke, folks, the Masters champion. He said he'd never come on our Monday Facebook show, but like he just said, coming up here now, you guys got me because he won the title. He has to be on now and take out questions. Kevin, looked like you had a good look from early on, but you were deeper. You were a little more left than everybody else. Did that play into your favor?
I was just trying to keep the ball in play, keep it near the head pin, try to leave something that you can make.
Right.
And anything on the right side I had a tough time with, obviously.
Yeah.
But you try to miss less than the guy you're bowling against.
That's it.
That's what my goal was.
And you left
keep it near the head pin.
You left makeable spares today, which
Right,
was
which is the key.
And you did hit the head pin more than others, even though a few were misses because that was the whole field.
Right.
But the final 4 was 4 different locations. Gary was way out. Marco was on the left side. Timmy was very left. And you were about 20.
Yeah.
Right. Of all of them, I thought Gary probably had the best look.
Yeah.
but
Right. Yeah.
He said the lanes were hooking too much for him. But
Well, he left a couple of
hooking a
9
lot for
pins.
everybody.
They were hooking
Yeah.
a lot, especially now when you guys came here and bowled like this pair, 41 and 2, 43 and 4. You had like 5 matches. So by the time you guys got here later on, these pairs were blown up. So it definitely put a premium on your spares.
it was definitely, like I said, it was a grind.
Yeah,
I
for
haven't
sure.
bowled this many games in
Yeah.
probably 20 years.
Yeah.
I tore my thumb up. My knee's killing me.
You were the top seed. You were
Well-
the top seed, and you held on.
Yeah,
it was
I
a
bowled
great
well.
effort.
Funny
You
story.
did.
I wasn't even going to bowl in this.
Right.
I brought my kids here yesterday to work.
Right.
And Jimmy's like, "Oh, you're going to bowl?" I was like, "All right,
Yep.
I'll give it a shot."
Yep.
And
Give
here
it
I
a
am.
shot. He gave it a shot, folks. He went wire to wire. The leader after one day,
it's like,
the
wow.
leader today, and he's the winner.
Yes.
Yep.
Congratulations
Kevin,
on that
thanks,
great
bud.
effort.
Thank you.
Did a
Thanks,
great
guys.
job,
You-
bud.
You guys do a
Thank
great
you.
job.
Thank
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Kev. Thanks, buddy. So, Michael G, thank you for allowing us to do the for allowing us to do the color commentary, the play-by-play, and play Nelson Burton Jr. and Chris Schenkel. Joe and I, on Monday nights, we have our show. We goof around a lot. We goofed around a little bit today, but we tried to be a little serious at times. Joe, I had a blast today.
It was a lot of fun.
It
I
was a
love
lot
to
of fun.
do it again.
Yeah.
I love watching these guys.
Yeah.
Guys throw it.
Yep.
They're great people.
Yeah.
They're good friends, and
Yeah.
and I love the sport.
Yep,
So
we do love the sport. And thank you to Raps Country Lanes, Frank Wilkinson, to Jim Episcopia and his wonderful staff on the Staten Island USBC. These guys do a great job. You know, they run several tournaments during the year. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. They have a lot of meetings that I'm just going to put it out there to all the bowling fans, all the bowlers and the bowling community. If you have an opinion and you want to share it, come to the meetings, go to the meetings, sit down, have a discussion, because I have to tell you that a couple of things went on Facebook. yesterday afternoon, last night, into this morning. I chose not to weigh in on it. Everyone has an opinion. That's what makes the world what it is. But instead of everybody going on Facebook and having a little bit of something too much to say, come to a meeting. Voice your opinion the right way, okay? And these guys work hard. They do a good job at putting these tournaments together, in spite of what a lot of people might think. So it's not easy. If you think it is, come on down and be part of it. But you can share your opinion that way. Come to a meeting. They'll be happy to have you and hear what you got to say.
Sounds logical, some open-mindedness, some ideas.
Yeah.
It is 2018, maybe some changes.
Maybe.
We can do some things. But the bottom line is we want to advance the sport for the young kids coming up.
That's right.
We want to keep it going.
Yep.
We want to continue to bowl, Joe and I,
That's right.
and our peers.
Yep.
We like it. We love it. We want to say, and sometimes ideas matter.
Yeah.
And everyone's willing to listen.
That's right.
And whatever it's going to take to advance the sport, I'm on board with. Even if it means running some show on Monday night.
That's right.
Just to
That's right.
Just to advance the names out there.
That's
I'll
right.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, we'll do it. Anything for the good of the sport. Anything for the future and the good of the sport. So, Joe, I think it's time for you to go eat your macaroni.
Yes, Mom,
Joe,
I'll be right there, Mom.
As always,
All
Joe,
right?
a pleasure, my friend.
Eating over my mom.
Listen,
right?
he's on the way, Mrs. B. Always a pleasure, Joe.
Mike, thanks, Mike.
Thank
And
you,
Frank.
Michael.
Frank Wilkinson,
thank you, Frank.
Thanks for the
Thank
for the
you,
chance.
Making Memories, Joey G. God bless. Thank you all. Take care, folks.